Shalom, shalom, Daniel. Put up a one. While Solace speaking, all praises to the horizon. Visit the website, thumb me, subscribe to the channel. Now I want to give you guys some deep jewels today. Peace and wisdom, Joshua Hall. Okay, I'm assuming I'm clear over the music. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, ask. Now I want to give you guys some deep jewels. A few different deep jewels, not just one topic. That's why I titled the video the way I did. Now before I get into the first jewel, I want to say this one thing. Please stop coming to my channel with emotional problems. A lot of you guys, you get your feelings hurt. That's fair enough. Then you find yourself coming back here, I guess, to try and hurt my feelings back. So you put little stupid comments up. I'm grown. I don't got time for childish things. I'm the teacher in the situation. I'm not here to go along with whatever you say. I'm not looking to acquire friends and following. If you want to learn, come to learn. I'm not here to kiss y'all ass. I'm not the one here seeking out anything. A lot of y'all get lost on that. You seeking wisdom. That's why you're here and wherever else you find yourself. I already have wisdom. There's nothing I'm seeking. Y'all kind of created y'all own narrative. Some of y'all will say, man, you want money from us. I don't want nothing from y'all. Our encounter did not start with me asking y'all for anything. Y'all come here rude and unbalanced, and so give back. Outside of that, y'all can keep y'all gift back, and I can keep my wisdom. That part. A lot of y'all lost in that. Y'all be in need, and your ego so high, you trying to go back and forth with people that could just simply say, keep your shit, because I never needed that. That part. Again, if you give back here, now you lost, you think this is about me and my receiving. I can go be a slave or do thousands of other things if revenue is what I'm seeking. I'll say it again. I have hella talents, hella skills. We talking job skills. I can go get any job that's hiring people that type 80 words a minute. I have a forklift license. If you talking trade work, I pretty much got every trade you could think of. I can do electrical work, carpentry work. I'm not from y'all times where y'all sit online all day and don't do anything. I'm from a time where we were outside. Everybody had a trade that's older than you. You see in today's times, everybody that y'all know that's older than y'all, they're online, or they do some strange thing that don't have nothing to do with you can learn. I come from a time where a man was a barber. This dude was a forklift driver. He was a trucker. My mama know how to type. You get it? Everybody got trades, and so as a kid, you picking up. Most kids my age or adults my age, they got a bunch of trades and things they can do. Whether they do them or not, they can. It's like most men my age, they can cut hair. They're a barber. They may not do it, but they can. The point I'm making is, Get the emotional state together. Y'all come here, y'all paint narratives, y'all make up dumb stuff. Y'all get to start talking like y'all got a relationship with me and you know me. You know nothing about me or anything I do outside of the hour or two that you see me online. I'm going to say that again. There's 24 hours in a day. If y'all lucky, y'all might get to see me for 2 hours out of it. Again, was there a video for you to watch yesterday? No, there wasn't. That means I didn't come on here yesterday. And so again, you lucky if you get a chance to see me 2 hours in a day. Don't get lost in your painting narrative off that, where you think you know me. I got this brother figured out. You don't even got yourself figured out. You seeking wisdom, which is basically seeking self. And so, come here to learn. Y'all come here to compete. Y'all got nothing to compete with. You got nothing to challenge me with because you came here. Listen to what I'm saying. If you somebody that's like, man, I'll smoke that brother. You couldn't smoke me. You came here, meaning you the fan, or you using me as the measure of your greatness. You don't even exist to me. That's not ego, insult, nothing. That's the reality of the matter. I come to give y'all wisdom if y'all want it. Some of y'all can take away a good laugh or two, too. Lord knows y'all need those. But outside of that, I came to teach. I didn't come to judge none of y'all. Stop judging me. If you're going to judge me, know me all the way around, then judge. I say that because you don't want to have a judging match. You're going to lose. Your feelings going to be hurt. It's the reason why you're judging to begin with, because your feelings hurt. And so ain't no need to add on to that. A lot of y'all come here with the wrong perspective. You think I'm like some boy or some kid playing online. That's why I always tell you, I will fuck you up in real life. I'm not a joking person. Y'all come here, y'all think like, oh, so I was a comedian. So I'm not that nigga in real life. You better snap the fuck out of it, blood. I'm a nigga you gonna see with a dress suit on. I might have a bag or some shit. I am a grown-up. It's not sinking through a lot of y'all heads. Y'all view it like swag. I'm 40. Get that shit through your head. It's a simple thing to grasp. However your parent, well, I can't even say that. I was going to say whatever 40-year-old you know, but we lacking on adults in the daytime. So I get where y'all get confused at. But to get it together, it's nothing with me that's an act. I don't have a character that I turn on. All I do is try to make myself more kind than I would normally be. That's not to say I'm mean. I'm just not a nigga that's emotional. I would look at you with this straight blank face. Like, why you over here? I'm that dude. Blank face nigga. Why you standing in my face talking to me? Outside of knowledge and my teaching, I'm not big on games. And so if you come in here playing, you got to remember, I'm only teaching when I'm teaching. Outside of that, you going to get your feelings hurt. Don't get comfortable with me. I ain't here for that. I'm trying to say it as nice as I can. Y'all keep getting it twisted. Carrying on with the nonsense. I'm about honor. If you don't know what that is, I don't know what to tell you. Talking behind people's backs, all the weird shit y'all do, I'm not with none of that. If I got something to say, I say it to the person. If I got no way to get to them, and I say it publicly so they know I stand on whatever I said. Outside of that, I ain't got nothing to say about nobody else unless they did something to me. You see how y'all frivolously go around here running y'all mouth about people? I don't come from that cloth. If you never did nothing to me, I ain't got nothing to say about you negative. And if I do, I'm a whole bozo. Because where'd that come from? That part. Y'all carry y'all pain and hurt over. And this is how y'all wind up dying, because y'all carry y'all hurt and y'all pain over onto people that wouldn't give two shits to play with y'all. And so, don't take offense to these parts of the video. This is where the real juice is at. Meaning this is the stuff that's going to keep you alive another day. Shalom, shalom. Peace and wisdom, Xavier. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. If y'all have any, what do you call that? I tell y'all can ask questions, so y'all ain't gotta assume nothing. So y'all ain't gotta falsely accuse and make up shit. State your claim. If you scared, then let that be the measure of yourself. You scared of me, and so the last thing you need to be worried about is saying anything about me. Deal with that part first. That you scared of me. And ain't nobody I'm scared of in life. And so, my channel is for the self. If you're trying to learn self and how to, grow as an individual. And get your mind together. My channel is for that. My channel is not for competitive-minded people. It's your lowlives. My channel ain't for judgmental people. It's your people that beat themselves up every day inside. And they're looking for somebody else to beat up to give themselves a break. That's all you see when you see somebody judge someone. They judge themselves all day. And so they need to give themselves a break. And so come here with the emotional state together. Come here when you done with falsehoods. A lot of y'all into the hearsay world. When you be like, I heard this and I heard that. Don't come to my channel. You're going to be a bozo here. Then you're going to feel insulted. Some of y'all think I make this stuff up. When I was growing up, the nigga that be like, I heard, was a bozo. You a girl. I'm going to say it again. I don't know what's wrong with y'all in the daytimes. I ain't making none of this up. A man to open his mouth and say, I heard, you dealing with a gossiping bitch. You can lie to yourself on it if you want. Otherwise, why would a man's mouth ever say, I heard? Now, y'all all guilty of that. And so you get my point? I get where y'all shy and back up off shit. But adjust yourself. It's simple. You adjust yourself, you be a man when you come here. You know who you dealing with. I'm not YouTube where you do bozo stuff and it's accepted because the world accepted. Solid is solid, and that's that. Man know what he talking about. Meaning the man don't be like, I heard this and that and all of that dumb stuff. Whatever he heard, he looked into, and he either got the confirmation or he didn't. He ain't reaching for no confirmations or none of that womanly stuff. He dealing with logic and facts, and that's it. Y'all be having the problems with niggas and liking niggas. That's homosexual like. There should be no man you like. You watch me, you say, man, I like solid swag. There's no man you should ever like. And if you do, you got work to do on self. You should be the man to yourself. You should have talents of your own that you stand on. In that, you don't have room to have your head up no nigga ass. To the point where you like, oh, I like him, now you mimic him. That should never happen with a man. And so I'm telling y'all real life stuff that y'all need. I ain't making up shit. Y'all got a bunch of OGs in the day. In the past, they was bozos. You can play with yourself if you want on that. The people that can call them out on being bozos is dead or locked up. That's the truth of the matter. Outside of that, you got sprinkles of real dudes like me around. And you gonna see them flowing on their own. That's how you gonna know. Like, nah, they solid. I ain't talking about weirdos that don't know nobody. I'm sure y'all know I know hella niggas. But I don't be flowing with niggas like that. Bozo time. So, if you a young man, you ain't got no elder man in your life, I don't think you want to reach for YouTube to learn how to be one. There ain't nothing on here real. Whatever little sprinkles on here is real, good luck on finding it amongst, all the garbage. Free Mag Brown said, your information is very pseudo and outright far-fetched. My information is not far-fetched. You just don't understand science and other things that I explain. And so you don't deal with yourself on that part. Meaning, if I say the world we live in is a body, and then I explain the biology of your body, and I can correlate it with the outer cosmos, you can't say that's pseudo because you never heard that and you don't know science. Y'all keep leaving that part out when y'all say pseudo. Y'all call me pseudo when y'all can't follow the teachings. Mind you, most of y'all that teach, you never was good in science in school. You never was good in math in school. You wasn't never good at no curriculum. Meaning your brain can't even grasp curriculum. That part. And so how you wise? How you skipped the curriculum and you went to wise? Because you can upload on you. Anybody can upload anything on YouTube and tell their own self anything. And so I try to be clear with y'all. You can get a scientist that went to college. I can debate them on what they know. Y'all getting lost in my vastness. If you somebody that's a scientist and you think like, man, he don't be teaching science like how we learned it in school. Pull up so I could show you. I know science how you learn it in school, and now I took it a bar up, which is what you were supposed to do. You wasn't supposed to stay stuck dumb on the curriculum. The curriculum is just an example of things. Now you take it and you apply it in life. Most people that go to school, they stuck wherever the school left them at. And so again, you don't have to reach to say I'm pseudo or this or that. You pull up. If you a scientist, a historian, this thing or that thing, you pull up or you tell me where to pull up and I'll display to you that I know more the way you know it. Meaning if you're a Christian, I know your Bible better than you know it. Not the Bible how I want to understand it. I know it how you want it to be known better than you do. If you're a Hebrew Israelite, I know Hebrew Israelite information better than you. I'm not saying the way I know it. I'm saying the way you know it and how you learned it. I know it better than you in that way. If you're a scientist and you went to school for science, you can pull up. I know science the way you learned it better than you do. After that, I'll show you all that you're missing. Same with a historian, a scholar, whatever you think you are. You can pull up so I can display to you. I know what you know, how you know it. I learned it that way first, like everybody else. Then from there, I can bust your ass and let you see just the difference between us. Now, Free Mac Brown, you don't have anything to comment after you blurted out that statement that I'm pseudo. And what I say is far-fetched. That part. Y'all go away too fast. Like, it make me think you just... This is where I look at y'all as like a lowlife. Meaning if that's your perspective, that's your perspective. I respect it. You get my point? Now I'm clearing up your perspective, but you don't got nothing to say. So then I look at you as just a lowlife. You're just looking at tear down. You're not really confused on anything. You're just plain stupid. And so let me know at some point you're just not somebody that popped in to play stupid. Because I'm here to teach. Not play the stupid dumb games with people. And so if you hear anybody saying, Solace teach pseudo, it's because they probably failed every class in school. That means something. Y'all have this thing where y'all deal with wisdom where y'all kind of like, if you was not good in school, then you like, oh, school wisdom don't matter. And if you was good in school, then you kind of try to shy on people who learn on their own. I don't partake in none of that. I will bust your ass on any side of the coin that you want, that you feel comfortable on. Because I feel comfortable in any place of wisdom. You could take it as ego, or you could try it out so you could see for your own self, because that's the only way y'all going to truly see the extent of my wisdom. And so I'll say it again. However you feel comfortable, because I feel comfortable in any aspect of wisdom, whether it's curriculum, just you freestyling off your own brain, whatever. My joint on the next level. And so, like I said, you come here with your emotional state together. I guess Free Mac Brown was just running his mouth. El God said, Solace comes in peace, so you should give him peace. Law of reciprocity. I don't know how to pronounce shit right. So, shalom. Reciprocity. How do you say that? Well, y'all can't talk back. Yes, I know we all like that though. I was about to say there's just certain words I cannot say, but it's not just me. I know everybody. Everybody got those. There's something to that. See how y'all like to come here and steal content? Here, there's free content that if you a teacher, there you go. Why are there words that certain? We all have words. Our tongue just it can't say it unless we stop and kind of get the mind. You get it? It's almost like a tongue twister to us, even though it isn't. And so now you got a video to do. Everything results to the mind, the brain. Meaning if you stumble on your word, the brain stumbled, the mind stumbled. You get my point? If you go blank and you talking, you like, damn, I lost my train of thought. And then you stop speaking because you like, I stop. You get it? What's there? It said reciprocity. Nah, that is not how that. It's like reciprocate, but something like that. Free Mag Brown said, I can refute every claim you verbally stated. Send me a link so I can offer you my opposing view. I can prove your statements are only ideas in your mind. It's not backed up or corroborated by science. Start here, champ. You're looking for attention. Meaning I have an attention that you seek. And so now you want to challenge me. Wisdom ain't a challenging game. Wisdom is when you see something incorrect and you want to have discourse on it. And so I can tell from your energy you have nothing to do with wisdom. You're just a fool who seeks to get attention. The attention I get for being wise. But you really don't have no wisdom. That part. If you had wisdom, there'd be somewhere where we could look you up, see what you be talking about, so on and so forth. Now you said you can refute every claim of anything that I've ever said. Anything I've ever said, I've given you Bible reference, which is Christian reference, Islamic reference, ancient Sumerian reference, scientific reference. Like you said, nothing I say is backed up by science. There's nothing I didn't say that I didn't back it up with the science. When I say the science, I'm talking about the curriculum. Otherwise, you tell me, just put the topic. Like when you said this, there's no science to back it up. And watch how I give you science reference, history reference, Bible reference, Quran reference, Far East reference, any reference you want. You got a lot of brothers like him. They play word games. They talk fast. They talk all aggressively. You got nothing to offer, champ. That's why it took you so long to write that. And so it wouldn't matter what I say. You're going to try to refute it. And that's only because you only here for attention. Don't get lost on what I'm saying. Grasp it. I don't mind having discourse with you. I'll bust your ass in the condition you in now. But it's a waste of time for myself and the audience. It just serves you to talk to you in the state that you in now. Ain't nobody gonna get nothing out of it. Because you gonna keep trying to disagree with anything I say. And even a fool know everything he say can't be wrong. That part. And so stop being desperate. You can't make yourself something off somebody else. Either you have worth or you don't. Trying to compete with someone for their worth is a waste of your own time. He said, drop the link. If not, I will depart. Let me know. See how he's speaking like he's important in this matter. He said, like, drop the link. Like if I don't debate him, my shit's through. Champ, you the lesser here. You're not important. And when you say drop the link, I don't know what you talking about. We on YouTube, nigga. But wherever you want to have this conversation at, we can. Where you located? Let's start there. You might be in New York. Then I'll just pull up on you in person. That way we can get situated while you coming on my channel all aggressive like you know me and I'm that nigga to play with. So that's how debate with me go first in person. Or check your energy so you know like you nothing, my nigga. Physically, I'll smash you out. Then from there, I'll bust your ass in wisdom when the camera come on. Everybody can see the cordialness. And so where you located, we can start there. Otherwise, you can grasp what I said, adjust your mind, get serious about wisdom. Don't make wisdom something where you competing with people for. That's dumb. Wisdom is to give so others can grow. Wisdom ain't to compete with somebody. If you got a disagreement in anything that I teach, it should be for the reasons that it's blocking people from growing. If I say the black woman ain't God, it ain't because I want to disagree. It's because that's interfering with women from growing. And so women having serious problems in the daytime, and they've been pumping that shit for about the last decade. They almost single. You see what ego do? Black woman get that ego. Black woman God. That's the pinnacles of ego. You put yourself above God. Now black women find themselves single. Damn near having rallies to figure out like what is going on with men. They don't like women no more? Like that. You teach the wrong thing, it bring about results. Meaning everything's gonna bring about something. Wrong information gonna manifest what it do. Just like proper information gonna manifest what it do. And so again, most of y'all think wisdom is some basketball game, some rap battle. And so I already know where you at as a person. Meaning you lost into modern day things. You a battle rapper. You this, you every other thing except wise. I'm wise always. There's no other thing that I do. Yeah, I can do 52 rap. I could do all the things y'all do. But there's nothing I display except wisdom. You see me doing 52, I'm breaking down the geometrics and the angles. The wisdom. I would care less about competition. That's for lackers that need to prove that they got worth. Like that. You don't have to ask a real one to compete with them. You just pull up and do what you do. And you're going to get what you get. The same with wisdom. You just pull up on me and get to talking like you wise, you're going to get what you get. Meaning you're going to get your ass busting the topic. When you pull up on me like you tough, you're just going to get what you get. He said, you are not knowledgeable and wise. Brother, you said that already. You let everybody know that you disagree with everything I said. Now, can you address the things that were said to you? I don't want you to think that this video is about you. He said, you are giving yourself these praiseworthy and grandiose titles. There's no title I gave myself that I'm the wisest man alive. I'm sure anybody that's listening right now can clearly see I'm wiser than you if they wise. Because when I said wisdom is not a competition, and you just going to disagree with anything I say, you make that clear. I'm sure even a dummy can agree with that and say, yeah, he might be right there. If you going to disagree with anything that he say, then what kind of debate are y'all truly going to have? One of the dumb ones that we see every day? I'm into the real. Meaning if I'm wrong on something, I have no problem admitting. I'm into the wisdom. Wisdom ain't about me being right. Anybody got a problem with me saying I'm the wisest man alive? Make sure you are wiser or you know someone wiser and then you bring them forth. You don't come forth all emotional, damn near crying, talking about I don't agree with that music. I don't respond well to that. That's an emotional problem. I'm just gonna add to your emotional problems by bothering you. And so I'm wise for real, not for fake. If you under 30 or 40, you don't stand a chance. I don't even know why you playing with your own self, but grasp. I like what you put Imitable Lee. Imitable Lee said he's supposed to speak down on himself. I don't know why they make it like the videos I do be having to do with me. The videos I do have to do with wisdom. If I'm speaking about me, it's because I choose not to speak about others. What's the point on that? That's dumb. You know the thing y'all do. Y'all either speaking highly about people or lowly about people. I leave that for my own self. And so I speak highly of myself and lowly of myself. I call myself goofy and all kind of shit. But y'all focus on whatever y'all want. I wouldn't care. Just come here grown or your feelings gonna get hurt. Then you're gonna be carrying on like many others before you for years where you got a fake problem with me where you're not never gonna do nothing. You're just gonna be aggravated, pretending like you got a problem. And so, free Mac Brown. The best advice I can give you, champ, is come here and learn from me. You not nowhere near my level of wisdom. You still trying to build yourself up or make merit for yourself or for others. That ain't the way, champ. Meaning you have no worth. Again, you're looking to build yourself up off others by competing with them. You have nothing to offer on your own outside of that. That part. Peace and wisdom, everyone else. El God said a lot of wise brothers in the Northeast. Wisdom knows no directions. Wise is wise. That has nothing to do with Northeasters or Southeasters and none of that. This is why I say y'all have to adjust y'all mind and y'all perspective before y'all get wisdom. Wisdom is a real thing. Y'all think wisdom, I don't know what y'all think wisdom is. Wisdom the most dangerous thing in life. And so I advise you not mess with it until you really there. Make sure your ego is where it need to be. Y'all like to say Solace got ego. That's okay because I got wisdom. The wisdom I have is past men, meaning I've reached beyond seeking wisdom from men. This is a real thing in life. Where you reach a place where there's nothing that any man can offer you in wisdom. There's nobody y'all have in life that's a physical man that can give me some knowledge I don't know. I'm sure most of y'all know that. Just look at all the different I give y'all content. Like, let's get real. I'm the guy where most of the teachers y'all watch, they come here and get content. And so I'm past learning from men. And so I'm trying not to hurt y'all feelings because y'all like emotional in the daytime. Wisdom's a powerful thing. It's a deep thing. There's levels to it. In regards to ego, if you dependent on other men, and this is not little kid talk where you mad now, you want to measure up, so I don't even learn. Don't play games with yourself, child. We're not even having a discussion. It's just for whoever listening and got a brain to apply it to themselves. If you know you still seek wisdom out from people, you need to work on your ego because you dependent and they ain't got to deal with you. Period. Whether it's me or whoever. And they ain't got to watch their ego because they ain't coming to you for nothing. You the one seeking out. And so when you seeking out wisdom, meaning if you're a student of wisdom And you're seeking to see, okay, what's the right path for me to walk down in wisdom? Who can I follow? You better have your ego together. Because you the one in need, you the one that can get did any kind of way. You can't do nothing to the person. You get my point? Y'all can't do nothing to me, but just stop watching. But that don't do nothing to me. And so again, y'all need to adjust y'all ego. Stop worrying about my ego. I don't have one. Y'all just don't have a mind to get that yet. Y'all expecting me to come low, and it's not on me to. Me coming to y'all low, then we low. Y'all supposed to raise up. I don't care what you're doing in life. You don't request a thing to come down. That's dumb. If I'm in the mud, I'm not going to request the person saving me, hey, come in the mud and get me. Bro, throw something. You stay clean. Maybe you can give me your clothes when I get out of here, but you get it? You never request nothing to come down to your level. You adjust yourself to go up. If you in the ocean and the helicopter come, you adjust yourself to go up. You don't adjust yourself so the helicopter have to come into the water and y'all all drown. That is dumb. And so you apply wisdom the same way. I'm going to get wisdom, let me adjust my ego. It's easy to become judgmental. It's easy to become this thing or that thing. Let me keep these things in check because I need this person. They don't need me. Again, y'all come here with y'all ego all out of whack. Making false judgment. This thing, that thing. However you feel in that day. Meaning whatever your emotional state brought you that day, that's how you come. Come with the emotions together. Come with the ego together. Simple thing to grasp. And you will learn. If you can't do that, you're not going to learn. All you're going to do is paint a perspective of me in your mind. Again, you came here to learn, but you left with just a perspective in your mind of me. And so let that show you how you wasted your fucking time. You could have got wisdom. You walked away with something valueless to you. You could perceive me however the hell you want. That ain't going to change your life, none. What that's going to do for you. You could say Solace is a fraud. He this or that. I think Solace like that. Cool. Now, cash in on that shit. Make that help your emotional state. That part. It can't do nothing for you. Mind you, if you was listening, I'm sure there's something that I broke down that you could apply to the self. And it would have helped you. And so again, if your emotional state is all out of whack, where you got judgment problems and competitive problems, and you think wisdom is that, good luck in your life. Wisdom ain't none of that. Wisdom ain't got nothing to do with what y'all associated with. Wisdom got to do with mental growth and being received into higher planes of intellect. The same way y'all received into unconscious sleep. The same way some nights y'all get received into dream. Y'all don't control that. Y'all don't control if y'all go to sleep and have a dream. You was received in by forces beyond what you know. Same way when y'all fall into unconscious sleep. Y'all don't know the way to unconscious sleep. Y'all are pulled into that dark state, received in. And you only received in because you in a certain state yourself. And so wisdom is that. Learning to get this mind and the emotional state in a certain state so you be brought into a higher plane of understanding and a higher plane of self. Does that make sense? Is that clear? Y'all think wisdom got to do with you flip-flopping around learning this or that. Wisdom got to do with your honor, your morals, your emotional state, and your mind. You clear that away so you lift. Meaning y'all got too much dead weight on the mind. It's what makes for y'all to have an emotional state. So everything with me is real. The knowledge, the honor, all of that. Arithmetic says basically some people are jealous of the wisdom you have. Watch the old video. You have mad haters. Salam, shalom. I don't even be knowing about all these haters. Where are my haters at? I'm being real with y'all. You're telling me like I got mad haters. Where are they all at? Because I don't even play like that. I don't know what weirdo shit y'all got going on where y'all get online playing games. So where's these haters at? So I can show y'all what they really are. Weak goof bags. Outside of that, come here real. I don't got time to play with no bozos. I'm not sure. I suppose one of y'all eventually gonna get yourself hurt. And then that's gonna, you know, get everything on a path it need be. Griffmatic, answer my question, Shan. Where's these haters at that you seen? If you just speaking hypothetically, please don't. Cause I don't. And so like I said, make sure you answer my question, champ. You come here with the emotional state and the mind together. Other than that, you come in here competitive, and you're going to be looking for something to compete against, and you're going to get your feelings hurt. Because I didn't come here to play with nobody. If you feel like anything I teach is pseudo or incorrect, then you let me know where the sit down is. You let me know what you confused on and I'll unconfuse you. It's rather simple. Only way I can see you see that anything I teach is inaccurate or pseudo is if you ain't listening. Other than that. He said, watch the old videos of you and Herman Smalls. Okay, brother. I said, where's these haters at? Where exactly did you see this hate at that you speak of? Salam, shalom, Sirius Jones. Call. Thank you for the incoming call. Incoming call. Give back. I'm gonna forget that call when I get off here too. Now I still got some deep jewels to give to you guys, but I guess you're just talking about the video with Herman Smalls in general. I like Herman Smalls. But once you act like you stupid, you get my point? Meaning I'm simple. Herman Smalls ain't dumb. And ain't nobody there was dumb that couldn't get what I was saying. You got people. Once you get a group formed, that's the beginnings of separation. You get my point? Separation start with groups. From there you get other groups and more variety of separation. Then it looks like those who stand alone are the separated ones. But it starts how it starts. You got a classroom of students, then these two want to like team up. And then so on and so forth. But it all starts with everyone just being their own individual whole together. And so Herman Smalls and nobody on that channel was not stupid enough to grasp that the thing is they are part of a group. And so instead of just being real and saying, okay, you may be right, groups did start before, you know, I became a part of one. Maybe I have to adjust at some point. Man, play stupid. Meaning if y'all find yourselves in the shoes of the wrong thing, then y'all become the promoters of the wrong thing. Y'all feel right though. But y'all never take a moment to realize like, damn, I didn't start off to want to be the nigga that's trying to make a lie true. Y'all just happen to fall into lies. And y'all live them. And then if I speak against it like that, y'all don't have what it takes to say, damn, brother, you are right. And so then y'all become the defenders of stupidity. Like that. That's what happened with Sarnetta and all them brothers over on that channel. If y'all think Sarnetta don't got a brain to know that Solace can't smoke every nigga he got, y'all stupid. Ain't a nigga on that channel that don't know I ain't wiser than them all. But what happens is what I say. Brothers have they following. They already go with what they go with. Who wants to look like the stupid fool or say, damn, you right? Well, I didn't know this before. You get my point? Y'all all a part of groups. When I say it so plainly and easy, like, man, groups is the beginnings of separation. Then y'all brain go into, damn, why I didn't catch that shit like that. Y'all just move so fast in life, y'all don't ever take a moment to think. You get my point? I can chill with the conscious community people and not dive head first in all desperate to say, I'm a conscious community head. Blood, I'm just kicking back, chilling with the people. You get my point? Y'all can't do that. Where y'all just mingle with people without diving head first in, you get my point? And becoming all chained up and bound into a thing. And so, there's nothing I teach that ain't hard to grasp. It's only hard to grasp if you live this shit. And so, Herman Smalls don't have a career now. And it ain't got nothing to do with me. It got to do with ain't nobody that fucking stupid. You get my point? Meaning most of y'all even knows that fuck with Herman Smalls. You say in your mind he can't be that fucking dumb. Where he don't get that shit. Like that. In his own career acting stupid. Same with Jabari. He kind of brought about his own demise because when real people watch the video, the first thing they gonna say is, why is the brother playing like he's stupid? Solace is serious and they all goofy with it, playing games. They supposed to be the standard of things. And so most of y'all, you get my point? Ain't nothing to disagree with me on. Most of y'all do it to yourselves. Jabari asked to debate. I never asked to debate Jabari. When I came there, I told him, brother, we can just like flow on whatever we agree on. He was desperate. He was desperate to debate, but never picked a topic. You get my point? But that's their doings. Same with Herman Smalls. I'm laughing in the video talking with somebody about, you get my point? I ain't paying Herman Smalls no mind. He keep pushing for it just because I had just smoked Sanjetti in a debate. And so he desperately pushing for it. And y'all like that. Y'all don't like me because y'all don't measure up and then y'all desperately push for it. Just let it be, champ. I'll be kicked back chilling. I ain't really the type of nigga that's competitive. Y'all ain't really that good. So, so I don't even be thinking like that. In my mind, I figure like, why would Herman Smalls want to debate me? He got to be high if he want to. Why would Jabari want to debate me? Got to be down. So it ain't in my mind like I want to debate anybody. I just say, man, if y'all think somebody wiser than me, get them. I'm positive how wise I am because I know the work I put in. I know what y'all do on y'all day to day in comparison to what I do on mine. I know y'all play video games, y'all watch, y'all got a lot of shit to do. Y'all can't keep up. Mind you, wisdom is my hobby. Reading books, these things is my hobby. I do them for fun. And so you're playing games with your own self. I don't think y'all ever gonna get that. If you ain't, y'all speak about Anunnaki and stuff from what y'all heard online. If I'm speaking about Anunnaki, I'm talking about the Sumerian text, the Enuma Elish. I'm talking about the readings or the writings. Y'all would turn around and say, man, he explaining the Anunnaki wrong. No, you never read the book and you lied to yourself. You forgot that part. I'm going to say it again. A lot of y'all think y'all mad, wise, and well-versed on Anunnaki, but you never read the Enuma list, the Adresses, nothing. You don't even know the books that go with ancient Sumer Akkad to research. Meaning you don't even know where to begin. And so if you know you like that, I'm the last one you want to debate on anything. You think you're a biblical scholar, but you never read that Bible. I'm the last person you want to debate because I read the pseudo things from the Bible too. Meaning I ain't just read the Bible, I read all the other stuff that go around it. The Bible, when you're dealing with the pseudo that's just the text that was left out. You got to remember the Bible is the shaping and forming of a bunch of ancient books. So if you got 1,000 ancient books, so they just want 66 that they want. So that's why you have all these excess texts. It's from different cultures. Every culture got their creation story or their understanding of creation and life. You get it? Some of these cultures is way older than other cultures. You get it? Some of these cultures is from the same time, but in that you got a whole bunch of different renditions of the same stories. The Bible take from which 66 of the ancient ones they like that go closer to their agenda. Whatever goes against the agenda, they leave it out. Now, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if you read the books or not, meaning the Bible, or all the pseudepigrapha, because they all shaping a perspective of a thing. You get it? They making a character, they personifying, they making a perspective of a thing. This thing is a real thing that you need to learn, but when they make person out of it or perspective out of it, then you get my point, y'all get lost. YHWH ain't a person. And so if you worship Jesus, which is supposed to be YHWH, that's a sin right there when you're dealing with any holiness. God can't be labeled as a man and be given a name like that because God is whole. You get my point? For me to have an individual name or for me to be the lead singer, this is a sin against the whole. And you never can disrespect God in that way. I don't care what religion you follow. God is whole. When they say holy, that's what it means. Not full of holes, but holy. The Lord of hosts. Y'all lose yourselves in individuality, meaning y'all can't just be individuals while still being one in the whole, grasping things from the whole. Y'all God is an individual because y'all lost an individuality. Now your God got a name, and you don't notice none of these things because you're not a part of the whole. If you was a part of the choir, you would notice that. Say, no, no, no. If you was a part of the music group, you would notice the nigga that stepped up on some Eddie Kane shit. You'd be like, hold on, why is this nigga spinning out, breaking formation, singing along like that? Again, y'all not a part of the whole. Like that. And so y'all see from distorted perspective. And so, like I said, YHWH ain't no person. But the wisdom that go with it, y'all all have to learn YHWH, or what y'all call Jesus, but accurately. Y'all don't have it accurately. Y'all have it in sinning fashion, where he's a person above others, and all this weird satanic stuff. Y'all got that all creeped up and mixed up in there. And so, God is whole, like I said. Most of y'all minds cannot grasp that. And so when you go to worship your individual God that's above all others, you remember what I said. God is whole. The devil was cast away because he can't grasp that. You say, I don't believe in the devil. You don't have to believe in nothing. All you need to believe in is that you understand what whole is, and you understand the stupid ass thing that decides to spin out and try to be the lead singer. A simple story to grasp. Everything's together, then you got one bozo that want to be better, so they separate themselves. Y'all lost in that perspective. Separateness. And so again, God is holy, are whole. If you desire to worship God accurately, you better pull from your religion, because it got you worshiping an individual or from that perspective. I don't know why y'all can't grasp. Y'all are not going anywhere good if you cannot get your brain whole. Some of y'all probably watching right now, you're so lost in your religion and whatever your beliefs is, and your brain is so competitive that you don't hear what I'm saying right now. You think we separate. I'm not separate from a Christian. Y'all are little children in comparison. Meaning I am where y'all was supposed to evolve to. But y'all stay stuck. Y'all find piles to fall into, and then all y'all have is whatever the pinnacles of the pile has to offer. And that y'all be stuck. That part. And so everybody has to believe or worship Jesus, but not Jesus. Meaning not that name or that person. That name is inaccurate. It's a falsehood. I don't care if you're a Christian, you know that. It's a falsehood of YHWH. Again, God ain't an individual. Even Jesus tell you his own self. The Lord of hosts. That means many. That means one thing that is a bunch of things, but they all move in one accord, like a choir. A bunch of individuals moving as one thing, you cannot tell the difference. Like those Russian soldiers when they marching. Do you see what happens when you become whole? Man, Russia almost took the whole world over. Again, do you see what happened when you become whole? They marching about as one unit. You can't see no separation in nothing. You cannot talk to him. You get it? Like that, where you cannot find one aspect where you can find an individual. Like that. Y'all do not understand that. Y'all do not understand that while keeping y'all individuality. You get my point? Y'all either lost on one side of the coin. Either losing the self in the whole or losing yourself in trying to be an individual. Your place is a part of the whole. Once you go past that, you lost. Meaning once you're trying to be so much of an individual that you're not a part of the whole no more, you're lost. And once you go too far into you trying to show like I'm a part of the whole, I ain't no individual, you're lost. The hand got to know it's the hand. The hand can't get lost into, oh, I'm a part of the body, I'm so whole. No, I'm the hand of this body. You don't need to speak about me separately of the body, I'm a part of it. But the hand does what it does, the feet what it does. All working together to fulfill the whole. The hands ain't looking for glory over the feet, and the feet ain't looking for glory over the hands. They both looking to serve their purpose so that the whole be fulfilled. Simple. I'm not looking to teach y'all to compete with y'all. I'm looking to teach y'all so wisdom be fulfilled. Simple. It's not about me being wiser than y'all. It's about y'all getting as wise as I am. If you feel like, no, he ain't wise, then you show me you wiser than me so that you can be the limit. Because however you cut it, the wisdom got to be served. I work for wisdom, not for y'all, not for this thing or that thing, not for this agenda, not for this purpose. There's nothing I need. There's nothing I want. When you get there, then you'll grasp that what I'm saying to y'all. It's nothing to need or want. That's y'all emptiness manifesting up. You got holes in self. You want to feel them. I don't have no holes in me. Ain't nothing I want. Ain't nothing I need. I just do and live. Every day's a day. Experience it. Enjoy it. Make the best out of it. More than that, wisdom and knowledge is that. Getting the mind whole. Y'all too lost into this side or that side. The emotional state is either, dirtied up, or are imbalanced in some kind of way. Do y'all grasp what I've been saying all this time? Because I'm truly not sure if y'all can. Meaning a lot of y'all lost, y'all have y'all religions and things. Y'all think I'm against religion. I wouldn't care. I'm simply telling you, you know it wrong. Y'all lost and dumb. They think it's a battle. I wouldn't care what you is. What does that have to do with me? When I die, you can't go with me, my nigga. So why would I care? I can't go with you when you die. That part. And so, I know y'all have a brain to grasp like God is whole. And so you apply that to self and how you worship. That's what wisdom is, truth. You say, what's truth? When you honest with yourself and you know God is whole, yet you worship an individual, there's a problem there. And so you deal with that truth with self. Why is my God supposed to be whole, yet I worship him as an individual? How that happen, and what's the truth of the matter? That part. Now y'all already know the truth of the matter. But it's like I said, y'all follow things the wrong way, then y'all like to defend it so y'all feel y'all don't look stupid. Meaning I suppose the pastors don't want to tell the whole world, hey, you know that little Solace guy over there? He's right. Why would they want to do that? Y'all follow them. And so, like that, this is how y'all become teachers and recruiters of evil and lie. Meaning y'all just, in ignorance, do wrong by mistake. Follow the wrong things by mistake. And then you receive or recoup whatever you do off the lie. And then when the lie is challenged, that part, that's how you become one with lie. Where you become the defender of the lie. And all that extra stuff that y'all put on yourselves. Y'all got to die with that. Anybody that try to convince you my teachings ain't true, they got to die with that. You got to have a brain to think. If you think they don't know that my teachings is true, you a fool. They sat and watched over and over again looking for any hole they could find. They grasp the teachings, but they gonna tell y'all otherwise. That part. So they can keep whatever they got, meaning they view it from a competition. I got these followings. If I admit he right, I'ma lose it. In that, they stand on their lie and try to convince their following this person is evil or bad instead of just sticking with the scholarship. If the scholarship is good or the teachings is good, just stick with the teachings. You don't gotta say anything like that. And so y'all fall into y'all lies. It's like y'all nature. That's why that Bible verse say the devil was a liar. When he speak from his own resources. It's to say like he ain't got nothing else. Ain't nothing else that he can tell you but a lie. It's like I tell y'all was born in this world dumb. Then y'all learn all y'all learned from people. How to walk, how to talk, how to do this, that. And so all y'all could do was lie. Because if I asked y'all, you believed in Santa Claus when you was younger? You say, yeah. Your mama told you that lie. And so how you gonna dispute when I say all you ever learned was a lie? And it's your resources. That's what y'all don't get about yourselves. This is not about me versus y'all. This is about I've cleansed myself. Y'all dirty as fuck and y'all don't want to look at that part. Y'all can't do nothing for nobody but lie to them. You never took a time out to look at self on a real level and say all I've ever been told was lie since I was born. All adults do is lie to kids because they don't want to tell the kids the truth about things too early. Honest lies, but whatever the case may be, lies. And y'all enjoying the religion that y'all have in honor, in honesty. You was born into it and you was just it because your parents was. And so you don't want to deal with all them lies of self to come to terms with the reality, which is damn. When I opened my mouth, all I could do was lie to somebody. What else can I do besides that? All I've ever heard and been given is lie. Y'all don't want to put that on the self. And so when that y'all, a lot of y'all kids, y'all, a lot of anybody y'all can, but it's natural when y'all do it. It's y'all nature. Meaning y'all don't understand y'all been filled up with lies since birth. It's a part of y'all genetics almost. And so with lie comes scrambled mindedness, disturbed emotional state, and a whole bunch of other things that y'all suffer from, but y'all overlook. The start of wisdom is cleansing, meaning get the mind clean, get the self clean. Otherwise, you're just playing games on yourself. Wisdom is a clean thing, a thing of honor. To come to wisdom dishonorably is to sin against self. And so a lot of y'all suffering mentally now because of that. Meaning you was learning from me in the beginning, you ain't got no honor about yourself. We ain't talking give back. We talking about you having honor, period. And so now your brain all dwindled off where it's at, and you perceive, you know you got a problem, but you get, y'all got y'all pride, it kicks in. Y'all act like y'all good when y'all ain't, but you got to suffer that, not me. And so let's get into some deep jewels. When you're dealing with wisdom, all of y'all that's seeking wisdom, and you find the right path of wisdom, and you're learning and you're starting to evolve in mind, meaning the mind is starting to grow, the emotional state won't be stuck. Meaning you got a childish emotional state. You got a childish mind. You could be 30, 40 years old, wouldn't matter. You've never adjusted this part of self. If you did, you tell me when. When did you sit self down and say, okay, I have a little kid's emotional state, a little kid's mind, and today is the day that I'm growing it. That never happened. You turned a certain age and said you was grown. It didn't matter if you changed emotionally or mentally. Once you turned this age, you said you was grown, and that was that. Y'all follow? And so, when you start to grow in wisdom, meaning when the mind starts to grow, the emotional state ain't gonna grow with it. That's separate. And so whatever emotional problems y'all have from mature-minded perspectives, meaning you are where you are right now. You're mature mentally and emotionally. Even if you're 40, 50 years old, you're an adult, cool. In realms of wisdom, you're a child now. Because you never put the work in on what I'm speaking of, and you don't even know how yet. But that's okay. I'm just giving you the perspective. You got a little kid's emotional state and a little kid's mind. Perspective. Now I'm going to change your perspective, meaning I'm going to help you to grow in mind. You around me or however it works, you start to perceive things different. The mind starts to grow. You start to get wiser. Your emotional state ain't though. You get it? The emotional state ain't got nothing to do with wisdom. The emotional state got to do with either chaotic or stable. That's it. Meaning on an emotional or spiritual level, we talking stability or chaos. On a mental level, we talking wise or dumb. And so when you become wise, the emotional state still gonna be chaotic or immature, unstable. That creates a space, meaning your emotional state and your mind is on equal playing fields. When you start to grow in wisdom, the emotional state won't stay where it's at. Now you have all this space in between that you can fall into. You get my point? And this is what happened to a lot of you guys that walk the path of wisdom. You begin to grow in mind. You have no understanding of this part of the teaching. That's why I say y'all better watch who y'all follow and know if they truly have wisdom. Because these little things that I'm explaining right now make all the difference. This is why you gotta have a guide when you're learning and you're growing in wisdom. It ain't about flip-flopping online. Because when you flip-flopping online, these little details you miss. Some of y'all probably watching right now like, damn, I know exactly when that happened to me. I wish I could have caught this nigga. That part. You trying to learn on your own, do things on your own. Wisdom is a whole thing. A full understanding. And so like I said, you may be here mentally and emotionally. Now you begin to grow in mind, but the emotional state stay where it's at because you're not paying that no mind. It's just the mind growing and you're getting understanding. Now the mind grow, the emotional state stay here, then you have all that space. You collapse into it. You get my point? Meaning, as you grow in mind, you have to stop and cleanse off the emotional state. Come to terms with certain things in your emotional state that disturbs you. And then, get it? Go higher in your path of wisdom of mind. And when you get to a certain level, adjust the emotional state. You cannot carry around fucking burdens you had from 8 years old. Meaning if you're a wise person and you view yourself as that, yet you still got fucking problems with things that happened when you was 20. You still mad at this person from 15 years ago. You fell into the space. When the mind grows, the emotional state should be current. I couldn't tell you who pissed me off yesterday because I don't remember. Get it? I adjust the emotional state every night. Whatever happened in the daytime, I don't need that. I ain't damn sure ain't carrying it over into tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. Like that. A lot of y'all view yourselves as wise, but you still got emotional problems from when you was young. You've been growing wrong. You fell into the space. This is when you fall into that space, then you become isolated. Meaning some of y'all was on the path of wisdom. You were social. Now you're starting to feel isolated and you're starting to feel like a weirdo. Like you're becoming stuck and stuck and stuck. You want to do this, but you can't. You get it? You are confused in the mind. When I say confused, I mean you may get a thought. You know what? I'm going to go outside today. And then you don't. You get my point? Your walls are becoming smaller and smaller. Some of y'all there right now. You don't do nothing but wake up and turn on YouTube and just watch YouTube. And you got all these thoughts in your head of things you want to do, things you're supposed to do, and you never get around to doing them. It could be as simple as washing the goddamn dishes. You've been looking at them goddamn dishes for 3 days now. 4 hours. Saying to self, I'm going to get up and wash them. You lost in your mind space. Meaning some of y'all are lost in your mind space right now. You just spend most of your days in deep thought about nothing. You get my point? Nothing important, just in deep, indecisive thought. Judging self-thought. That happens, like I said, when you walk the path of wisdom, the mind grows, the emotional state is not adjusted, creates a space. You fall into that space, it starts to close on you. You're alone in that space. We speak in mind. And so when you learn in wisdom, or you on a path of wisdom, there has to be an emotional state aspect of this growth. Otherwise, a lot of y'all be in a bad place. Peace and wisdom, Thomas, man. Thank you for the give back. Amitably, you as well. Whoever else I missed. I guess the Free Mag Brown brother. Thank you, direction. Yeah, like I was saying, I guess the Free Mag brother. If the Free Mag brother's still around, we can have the discourse that you want, champ. You're not gonna win, but you can. I ain't big on embarrassing people. Meaning, if I know you don't got no shot, I don't do nothing for me. I'm like a dull knife, but if it's gonna help you in some way, you can. That goes for anybody else. If you think you're wiser than me, I hope you got a long list of works you have done with this wisdom, meaning displaying it. Like, hope you ain't somebody that works somewhere and then you just popped up out the blue talking about I'm wiser than Solace. You got nothing we can shift through to see how wise you are. That part. Not that wise. And so, kind of grass. And you get to a place where you can sustain yourself off your wisdom, then we could talk about how wise you are in that sense. You get my point? Wisdom is my job. I don't have no second job. I make do with just having to do wisdom. That's not a jab or throw in anybody's face. It's just the realities of it. My wisdom's so good, I do alright off just give back. Meaning, I don't even have to put a price tag on it. The wisdom's so good, it makes some of y'all just have a little bit of honor you wouldn't have naturally. If Snicker bars said, man, y'all just come get yourselves some candy bars and just give back $1 whenever y'all would never. If any other business did that, y'all would never give back to them. That part. The wisdom is doing something. You get it? Meaning in my working how I do, I get to see the progress of people. Because like I said, if you leave any business to that, they're going to fail. The business wouldn't even try that. And so I take honor in those things. A lot of y'all get lost. You'll say, man, he always asking. I take honor in that. That shit is powerful. I make my way by just telling people to be honorable. And they actually do it. In the times we live in. That part. And so don't never overlook that. And so, thank you, dreamers. Some of y'all get it. We ain't supposed to be doing business with one another. I got you because y'all business brain Babylon monkeyed out. But I still do my works. And if you don't notice it, you just don't notice what's happening. But hella motherfuckers got honor. But if I showed y'all all the people that have gave back over the years, it may not be consistent. But if I just showed y'all everybody that gave back, not repeats, just every individual that did it, that part. That's numbers. That's people that gave back on their own and didn't have to. Meaning I'm not at nobody's door. I'm not in y'all city, state, none of that. When y'all do that, y'all fulfill a whole thing. Meaning honor's its own thing, wisdom's its own thing. These things are their own things. And we got to uphold them. You get my point? And so, when you get to a place where whatever business you do, you leave it to give and receive or give back, then you talk to me. I mean, if you a rapper, you drop your music and you tell the people, man, just have honor. If it's good, give back. When you get to a place where you can do that, because y'all ain't willing to sacrifice y'all bread like that. I could put a price tag on every fucking thing I do. I could have put a $50 price tag on this video right here. At least 5 or 6 at the least would have bought it. That's $300. That's more than what's up there right now. And y'all know that's a fact. I could have made the video $20. At least 5 or 6 of y'all would have bought it. That's still more than what's up there. And so I'll say again, the rapper, the car mechanic, whatever you are, you do that for a month and then you come talk to me. Meaning after you do that for a month, then I bet you're going to have a whole different perspective of me. Where you say, okay, this brother do got more worth than I do. Like that. Meaning, you'd see the difference. Now, I do that for a specific reason. You get it? It goes with my teaching. So, if I get shortchanged, I can't. Well, I can. But I don't. Because you get it? It goes against the point. I have to become balanced on y'all own. But the mechanic can abandon it. He can go for a month working on give backs and then abandon it if it ain't enough for him. Say, I'm charging. Like that. In that you could see your merit. I've been doing what I've been doing for years now. Like that. Meaning y'all come here, y'all receive from for free. And whoever got honor amongst y'all to give back gonna determine if I make it. In terms of like, if I have food, money, whatever. How good my life is dependent on the people that view me and how much honor they got. And so if you tune in here and you say, man, that nigga Solace ain't lit enough, that's on y'all. If you come in here and you say, man, Solace got too much, that's on y'all. Now, I don't know too much you got. Look, I don't know the too much you talking about, but raise your bar a little bit. I got big things to do. Try to grasp. New World Knowledge said, when you speak of lie, does that include language and grammar? Lie is lie. I'm not sure why y'all struggle with, how y'all get to a point where y'all don't know what lie is. What do language and grammar got to do with lie? You use language and grammar to talk. When people talk, lie or truth come out their mouth. But what that got to do with the language? You get my point? When you speak a lie, do language and grammar got to do with it? If you remove language and grammar, how can somebody lie without a mouth and words coming out of it? How can an animal lie to you? Just explain that to me. That part. If there's no language or grammar, there's no discussion of lie. Because we have language and grammar, now we can have a discussion of lie, but it don't boil down to language and grammar being the source of lie or having anything to do with lie. Y'all do what y'all want with the language and grammar. If you choose to lie, that's on you. If you choose to be honest, that's on you. The point I'm making is language and grammar don't got nothing to do with lie. Lie is its own thing. I'm not sure how y'all even merged the two. Like I said, y'all listen to a lot of people and say anything. They hear something over here, hear something over there, they merge it. However they feel like they want to. And so the main thing, grasp, is when you get in wisdom or you begin to walk a real path of it. I'm not talking about the online YouTube games y'all play on yourselves where y'all flip-flop from teacher to teacher, pretending like, they all qualified. I'm talking about when you're on a real path of wisdom and you have a real teacher or guide and you're learning from that person. And they're good, meaning they know the details. Like I said, when you grow in mind, the emotional state gonna be stuck. That kid. And so you're gonna have space there. If you don't got a good teacher to, tell you how you gotta take a wisdom break. Work on your emotional state. Meaning your mind has gotten to a place that is above where you are emotionally. And so you gotta drop some of that baggage. Meaning wisdom and growth is a shedding, not a dragging and carrying over a bunch of garbage. You get my point? And so you gotta look at it like that. When you get to a certain place, you gotta let stuff go. And this is in physical life as well. Meaning y'all gotta get to a place where y'all stop trying to have so many material items. It's a representation of y'all poverty. That's all it is. Y'all gotta get to a place where y'all are consistent with the day. And you don't need all that burden and baggage to prove who you are. You get my point? You good in the self. When your works speak for themselves, your mind, your mouth, all these things represent you. Not what you have. You young, you never had shit, so you gotta accumulate things. You get my point? Dope cars, nice clothes, all these things. As you get older, the mind should transcend into not wanting to be dependent on these things. So if you older, you should be getting to that place where you like, I'm tired of buying shit. You get it? I just want to be my own self. Like, what the fuck? I don't need this new car, this new shoe, or none of that. I don't want the burden that go. You get it? When you get to a certain age, you already been doing this. And so you should be tired. Like, I paid the thousands of car notes. You get it? You should be at the point where you like, I'm trying to get rid of my car note and get rid of everything I got. I'm trying to cash the fuck out. I just want the cash, baby. All this extra dumb shit. This is where most older people get to, if the mind right. And you have the childish old. They have a whole bunch of burdens keeping them bound and stuck wherever they are. You ain't at liberty to just get up and go here and go there and just live without the responsibility of having to worry about things. Because you got shit here and shit there and shit. You get to a place where you bring everything in. Shed. Whatever's not needed is not needed. And so, wisdom is a growth, like I said. It's little details that y'all miss. And so when you're growing in wisdom, you make sure you do the emotional check. Meaning, if you teaching your own self, I'm feel bad for you. But, meaning if you woke up one day and you just said, man, I'm wild, I'm going to be wise, and you just watch a whole bunch of niggas on YouTube, well, I feel sorry for you. But for those of y'all that, do have a teacher, hopefully they, do right by you. Don't get lost on their own ego. Because those that follow me, if somebody come and they be show me like, yo, you wrong on this, my ego going to determine if I'm going to accept it and let my following know, like, hold on, we going the wrong route. I overlook something. Or I'm going to stand on whatever I said and, you get it, try to disgrace this brother so my following don't, you get my point? It's going to be a matter of my ego that's going to determine what happened in that moment. And in that, it's going to determine if my followers grow in mind, or you get my point, go off track. And so most of y'all follow people that have taken y'all off track. Because as they get wisdom, their ego grow faster than their wisdom. You got to keep the ego in check. You got to keep the emotional state in check. Like I said, y'all say I have ego, but y'all just speaking from y'all. Y'all speak from y'all ignorance, meaning y'all lack of truly understanding. Y'all call swag ego. Y'all call anything I do ego. But it's a matter of that. You already painted a perspective in your mind. But if I had ego, I wouldn't have this level of wisdom that I have. You don't even have to question that. Period. Meaning if you see me and you knowing like, no, brother mine go deep, I wouldn't have this wisdom if I wasn't extremely humble. Meaning if I say I'm the wisest man on the planet, that mean ain't nobody y'all got that's honestly more humble than I am. We're not talking about how they parade it around and pretend, but on a real honest level, y'all don't have nobody that's more humble than me. Meaning I could sleep in a tent. It wouldn't bother me. Y'all don't view humility from that perspective. Y'all view humility from words and fake talk. I cannot speak. I didn't make a video yesterday. Most of the teachers y'all follow, they can't go a few hours without making a video. They need to be seen every second of the day. I take breaks. It don't make me no nothing more. Like that. If I'm the wisest person on the planet, then that means I'm the most humble. Or I have the least ego amongst all of y'all. Because there's no way I would have got my mind to become that wise with the ego there. With my emotional state all scrambled up and beat up, there's no way I would have been able to acquire that wisdom. There's no videos I got where it's like, damn, he went video and video on his brother, just drilling him for weeks and months straight. I say what I got to say and I'm off it. You get my point? Meaning my emotional state don't ever become cloudy. I don't allow it. It's a waste of time. And so you get my point? If you wise, then you know from your own understanding of wisdom that behind closed doors I must be extremely humble and patient and still inside. Because that's the only way you're going to get to deep levels of mind that I, or wisdom that I have acquired. I don't know how to say your name. Straight to the top said, best kept secret, highest form of alchemy is Obeah. You don't even know what alchemy is. Y'all think because y'all hear new stuff that's wisdom. Learning lies ain't the same as learning. I don't think y'all realize that. I just blurt out things y'all heard and don't even have an understanding. And so let me help a lot of y'all out. Alchemy is chemistry. Chemistry is when you mix and merge stuff like strawberries and bananas together and then make strawberry banana milkshake. Alchemy. You mix semen with menstrual blood and you get a whole baby, like magic, like alchemy. That's what alchemy is. Basically, chemistry on the micro levels of life. You're dealing with your atoms, your molecules. This is your lights and your substances. You're dealing with atoms, you mix and merge atoms, you can create bombs and all kind of crazy things. In the physical, the atom bomb. Molecules is substances. You mix and merge different substances, you can create disease, virus, hallucinations, all kind of things. Alchemy is that, understanding your substances and the many different recipes of their mixing and merging. You mix this with that, mix that with that. That's alchemy. Y'all lost into the fake talk of alchemy. The philosopher's stone and things y'all don't understand. And so all of this has to do with a substance. When you're talking about alchemy and the philosopher's stone and all of that, that is all a history of a substance being seeked out. It's like I said, alchemy has to do with mixing and merging different substances. You get it? These different substances creating a thing. And so that's the philosopher's stone that they're speaking of. They're trying to find the different substances that make what we call semen. If you lost, semen is produced by sex, meaning the mind goes in a certain place, a certain vibration. Man has sex, manifests that white substance. Of course, that white substance is the beginnings of life, physical life. Meaning you cannot get physical life without semen. If you're speaking a baby being born, that's a physical life coming from within two people. Semen from the man, menstrual blood from the woman, but this is within them. It is not out physically where you can see it. And so when you mix and merge the substances, you can manifest a baby. You get my point? Physical life starts with semen. If you're talking about our whole universe, which is a body, no different. It was conceived, no different than any physical body you know. Semen and menstrual blood being mixed and merged. This is your life and your time. Semen is a substance that they look for in the cosmos. Understanding that our universe is a body, there's semen within it. Of course, semen bring you back to life. Sperm cells are dead below. For some reason, this thing brings them back to life. If you grasp we live in a body, then that means there's a substance within our cosmos that can bring y'all back to life. It's white and milky. They're trying to find that. It's a matter of a recipe. You get it? Semen is a mixing and merging of like 9 different substances, maybe more. They have to find these substances to merge them. They have to know these substances to merge them. This is your philosopher's stone, your alchemy history. We're trying to figure that out. And so everything has to do with semen. Y'all just don't understand that's the most divine thing in life. Y'all all came from that. Man and female. Even the whole physical reality y'all live in is a result of that substance. that y'all call semen. And so y'all get lost on whatever scientists say. Behind the scenes, they are seeking out that. This is why they have sperm banks. I'm quite sure y'all know women ain't using sperm banks like that to have kids. They getting shot up the old-fashioned way still. And so what are they doing with all the excess semen that they have collected up to now? How many chicks in your neighborhood got impregnated by going to the sperm bank? That part, not many. Not more than the ones they got shot up the old-fashioned way. I'm giving y'all a perspective. If you know most women are becoming pregnant by having sex and not going to a sperm bank, then that means all that sperm they've been collecting all this time is just sitting there frozen. But for what? What are they using it for? And what are they gonna do? Like, what are they gonna do with it? Why do they pay men for it? You can go donate semen right now. They give you like $100 or some shit. And why they want to do that? Semen only this much. They don't give you all that money for that. For that little bit of oil? Why? Because it's like I said, y'all have no clue what semen is. Meaning if you a man, you have no clue what you hold inside yourself. And the lucky nigga can't kill you and just take it out of you. Because they would. Meaning semen manifests when a man ejaculates. But outside of that, it ain't just floating around in his body. And so you can stab a man and kill him right now. You ain't gonna get no semen out of him. You get it? Like that. And so it's the geometry of the mind. It's an equation that only the mind knows. Meaning y'all subconscious mind knows the equation or the alchemy that manifests semen. Y'all have sex, but the mind's doing this behind the scenes. Y'all don't know that geometry. Y'all don't know the equation or the mixture that makes semen. The mind does. And so when you get to the top levels of science, you know, beyond the people y'all watch, the real scientists that's in a lab all day, that's the goal. Understanding semen. Like I said, that shit bring you back to life. Ain't nothing crazier than that. If you lost, semen raises sperm cells up. They're dead. They lived their life as germ cells. Then they was groomed all the way down to the abyss or the bottomless deep. That's the ball sacks of a man. They dead there now. I'm trying to get you to grasp. They lived. Then they died. When a man ejaculate, them things get raised back up to life. They be moving around and shit like they wasn't dead. That's the resurrection. And so, then shit go deep. That's why I say y'all know things wrong. But whatever you said about the world's best kept secret, highest form of alchemy is Obeah, you way off, champ. Like I said, y'all learning wrong, and then y'all adding on top of that wrong. And so whatever teacher you heard that from, use that as the measure so you can see how lost they are. Again, alchemy got to do with mixing and merging substances. It's the word before chemistry. It's like before we was using chemistry, we just say alchemy. Alchemy. It's like Egypt, chem. They're not saying chem to mean like a black land or black-headed people. Chem means alchemy. It's the land of alchemy or magic. Now, I know y'all have heard of Egypt being referred to as the land of magic before, and they do their sorcery or whatever. That's why. The land of chem is to say like the land of alchemy, where they understand deep-level science. Mixing and merging different substances. This is how you get diseases and things. Medicines. I apologize. I have to take a restroom break. Give me 1 second. Okay, where are we? Are y'all grasping so far? Meaning don't deal with wisdom until you find yourself a wise teacher. If any of you guys want me to teach you, you have to
Incoming call. Incoming call.
You have to compensate me till we build a relationship, because I don't know you. Wisdom is deep work. It's a heavy weight on the mind. When you're teaching somebody, so they're gonna push all their emotional problems off on you. Like when they get frustrated and shit. You get my point? You taking on somebody's burden until they get to a place. Look at it as carrying somebody. So you're gonna carry them until they can walk their own self. And if you start walking too slow for them, they're gonna blame you if they don't grasp in. And so when you teaching somebody, they become a burden, like a heavy weight on you. Of course, if you love them, ain't no big deal. They're gonna be a little more observant of you as well. You get my point? Meaning, if you my child and I'm teaching you, so when you do start to push your foolishness on me, you know, being as though you love me because I'm your father, so then you're gonna kind of adjust at some point and be like, chill, that is my dad. I ain't about to do all of that. I am kind of getting frustrated at him. You're gonna have the mind where you can see your wrongs. Like, yeah, I am wrong. Maybe I need to chill. If I ain't your daddy and I'm teaching you and now you start pouring your emotional problems out on me because you pissed off about this or that truth. Because that's all wisdom is. It's just unveiling all the lies that y'all have up to this far. And y'all coming to terms with that. You get it? Y'all believe in stuff that ain't true. Y'all know things that ain't true. It's a bunch of lies there. Wisdom is just removing those things so you have more of a clear perspective. And that you will grasp things. Now, if I'm teaching you and I don't know you from a hole in the wall and you don't know me, when you start to push your emotional problems out on me, that part. It ain't nothing to stop me from chopping your head off and nothing to stop you from not carrying on. Because we don't have no bond or nothing. And so why would I want that burden for free? You get it? And so teaching is one of the hardest jobs. That's why they say teachers is underpaid. They got to deal with them little kids' emotional problems and whatever they mama did to them the night before. They ain't just coming in there teaching kids. They coming in there and dealing with people emotional problems. This kid got fucking emotional problems. His mama whoop his ass every night. Now the teacher got to pick that up. And so you better not never look at teaching as an easy job. Some of y'all watch me teach, you think, oh, I could do that. You couldn't. You couldn't even sit in this seat and teach while reading the comments simultaneously. Meaning your mind ain't even developed enough to do that. You'd be stumbling trying to read and keep your mind on the topic. It just look easy because I'm just doing it easily. But it ain't. That's why most people don't go live. Live is hard. You're live. I'm live right now. You get it? I can't stumble on my words or miss something. I can't stop and say, wait, let me look this thing up. I gotta be sharp. And so when you go back and you see all the live videos I've done, measure that. Because y'all would have stumbled on y'all words, y'all wouldn't be able to read the comments simultaneously, none of that. And so it's a deep thing, try and grasp. But the point I'm making is wisdom. Find yourself a good teacher. Keep yourself adjusted. If you judgmental, meaning I'm about to smoke, so you say, man, I ain't learning from nobody that smoke weed. You come with a judgmental mind. You wouldn't learn nothing from nobody. You gotta learn from yourself because you perfectly like however I guess you think perfection is. But if you think you gonna come along and find a wise man that don't do something that you don't disagree with, it wouldn't matter if you disagree with it or not. You got your own fucking life. Use that disagreement to be your way. You get it? But you're not gonna find no wise man that don't do things you don't like. It's gonna be something you see that you don't like. And so If you're looking for things you don't like, meaning if you come in with a judgmental mind, you make room for that. Again, most wise men, they smoke. They just don't let y'all see them. I'm not saying smoking is how you get wise. I'm just saying if you observe wise men, Alan Watts, all these people smoke. Cigarettes, Dr. Sebi smoke weed. There's a video up of Dr. Sebi with overalls on, old, this is probably a year before he died, smoking with other old heads. Like I said, I don't know why, but I guess smoke and knowledge go together or something. But everyone has to get to a place where they shed all their addictions or desires. Everything y'all desire to do and all the things y'all do in addictions. Some of y'all just do shit. It's just habit. All of this got to be shed before you die. So your passing over be, fluid like, easy. If you die and you still have habits and attachments to this physical realm, so you're going to have problems. Now, that's not to say you wake up today and now you decide, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just going to be spick and span clean. So you letting life know you ready to die. Like that. You slowly work on your addictions. You don't get lost. You need your addictions. They're your crutches. The thing is, y'all got too many. So you become aware of your addictions. This is not a matter of drugs. This is a matter of everything from love all the way to physical. Some of y'all addicted to love. Not no one person specifically. You just desperate to be in love. You like to seek out love. And so you break up with a nigga, then you done found the next nigga 2 weeks later because you just desperate to be in love. And got men like that. And they're addicted to love, they gonna have hardship when they pass. Like that. You wanna perfect the self before you pass on. So you don't have hardships. But this is not something you fake or you do to rush and say, look world, it don't have nothing to do with the world. It got to do with you. You get my point? That's why I say the wise man gonna always do something you don't agree with. He ain't living for you. You get my point? You don't know what that wise man have conquered thus far. Wise man could have been a whole heroin addict. Not me. I ain't never fucked with nothing but weed. But I ain't from them. It's generational. My mama and my pops, they from the generation of cocaine. Niggas ain't smoking bud that much. If they are, smoking little white paper. And these motherfuckers that was on crack and shit. And so my generation, when I was growing up, you was teased if you was a cokehead or a crackhead or somebody who overly engaged in drug use. Even if you drunk 40s, you was a bozo. Like, you just a bum nigga that drank 40s. I'm saying that not to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm just giving you the perspective of the times I come from. And so none of the friends I grew up with sniffed coke and none of that type of shit for me to fall into it. You get my point? Crack, none of that weird shit. We sell it, but ain't nobody fucking around with it like that. Now you do have people from my generation that sniff and smoke crack, but it ain't a lot. You get my point? I'll take you to my mama generations and I'll show you the whole generation damn near was cracked out either now or at one point in time. But if you go to my generation of 40-year-olds, this is like Remy Martin, Lil Wayne, and you get my point? Joel Santana. You see how niggas is coming down on Joel Santana for being a lean head? That's how my generation get down. Like, you can't fucking be an addict, blood. Once you go past blood, we gonna judge you. But that's just our way of keeping, you together. Like, you gotta keep your shit together. I'm not from lean times. We don't know nothing about that. That's down south nigga shit. That's Puerto Rican niggas from 164th Street if you live in New York. That's Washington Heights Puerto Rican niggas shit where they have a gallon of that lean. We don't do that. So I'm blessed in that regards. Meaning I never really got lost in life. I never really got lost in addictions. So I guess that's why I still look young. My gut's still flat. I never really indulged in nothing. Like, so my teeth still good for the most part. I'm 40 though. You get my point? And so I don't smoke like how y'all do. I mean, it's the first time I smoked today, and I haven't finished or nothing like that. I'm old school. I take a couple hits, I put it to the side. That's that. Okay, Flame said, I understand that. Trying to make sure nobody loses their mind doing all the drugs in the book. I don't judge. Whatever you do, you do. I wouldn't care. You could be a whole cokehead. I wouldn't judge you. I just wouldn't hang out with you because you intoxicated, and I know what that do. We're gonna have a friction at some point. You intoxicated, I'm not. Weed don't make you intoxicated. You get my point? I can't see nobody telling you like, yeah, I smoke weed and I be out of my mind. Nigga on weed the same way he always is. He just might look a little tired. Weed don't do more to you than coffee would do to you. And so you get my point? It's like somebody that drink coffee hanging with somebody that's throwing back shots of Hennessy. What happens when a dude throwing back the shots of Hennessy get drunk? The person on the coffee ain't. They gonna have a clash. You get my point? This is how y'all have fights in the neighborhood. Niggas is drinking and getting drunk, but everybody ain't. And so the drunk nigga always have fight with the sober nigga. Think about it if you from the hood. The two drunk motherfuckers don't fight. It be one drunk nigga, and somehow he done got into a problem with a sober nigga. And get his ass all beat up and knocked out because he drunk. And so like that, I have enough experience where I already know. If you like a heavy drinker, and I know that, I probably wouldn't hang with you. Why? Because I know motherfuckers get drunk and they want to loud talk and argue and fight. That ain't how I really flow. I smoke bud, so it's more laughy and giggly and peaceful. That's why I laugh a lot. You did with weed smokers, man, they laugh, they chilling, man. They ain't trying to wrestle and all of that extra dumb shit. That's crazy. If you sniffing coke, I know you gonna be all hyped up. Your eyeballs gonna be popped up. Coke eyes be that big. I already know the signs, blood. So I kick back. He high on that yayo. Meaning you don't have to tell me what you do. I don't know. I'll know if you a heroin addict. I know the mannerisms. You get my point? I know if you were a cokehead, you wouldn't have to tell me. You could be a woman, man. I know. And so I wouldn't bring it to you like, yo, you be sniffing. I just probably shy away from you. Why? Because I don't know when you going to get high. And so shit go deep. You get high, next thing you know, we having problems. And it's my fault because I'm sober. So how I don't know, like, how you sober chilling with your boy, he getting drunk, and you don't know y'all gonna have a problem. You can't blame that on him. He drunk. That part. And so you gotta know your limits. I've always known my limits. All the women I've ever dealt with, they kind of been what y'all would call squares. You get it? Either in the school, they don't drink, smoke, or nothing. None of my baby mama. My daughter's mother, my son's mother, don't drink or smoke. I don't think they do still, but when I met them, I never drank or smoke, and I never put that on them. You don't smoke, and that's that. You know how women is. Let me get some. No. No, you good. You don't smoke. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be the one paying for it. So just all you gotta do is tell chicks, listen, this gonna interfere with your shoe money. Then they say, nah, I'm good. I don't want none. If I give you some of this bud, then I'm gonna be paying for it, and then you ain't gonna be getting no shoes. So what you wanna do? You wanna hit it? And so my baby mothers both say the same thing. Nope, I'm good. I like shoes. I don't really need like weed like that. So, now I do have people that I know where that girl wasn't a smoker. Now she a heavy smoker, her lips black and shit. But to each his own. Me, I understand my environment. If I if I have everybody in my environment smoking weed, then I'm fucked. So I like to keep myself around those that don't smoke. I know it sounds strange, but I'm really like a sober person. Outside of smoking bud, I don't really be blowing it like niggas do in the street all goddamn day. So I need to be around sober people. Because for the most part, I'm sober minded. Even when you see me smoking, I'm sober right now. Now my mind works perfectly fine. That drink something else. Now I'll occasionally drink, meaning if I come in an environment and y'all drinking, but I know y'all ain't drunks, because it's a difference. Meaning you have drunks and alcoholics. Then you have people that just drink sometimes. I'll sit and talk and chill with them. Because more than likely, when they get drunk, it's just going to be a nice, fun time for them. They don't abuse it. The nigga that drink every fucking day, his demons come out every time he do it. He past drinking for fun. He drinking now to get by. And so when he drinking, demons is coming now. He arguing and fighting. It ain't just like a young schoolgirl getting drunk or a young schoolboy getting drunk. They just get drunk and silly and reckless. They might wake up with a dick in their mouth, but you get it? They ain't arguing and fighting and looking for somebody to kill. Alcoholics is like that. Meaning, some of y'all alcoholics, you know what I'm talking about. You don't get drunk to enjoy your time. You know how when you're young, you used to have to get drunk before we go to the club, and you're not drinking for that. You get my point? You drinking, you probably don't say to ease your pain, but you drinking because that's what you do. And you might just be sitting in the crib or sitting on the porch or walking down the street. You're not drinking for like activity purposes. You alcoholic. And so you a dangerous person to play with, whether you realize it or not. You get my point? Meaning if you're alcoholic, you always be mindful of that. You are a danger because you're not stable. When you don't have your drink, you a certain kind of way. When you do have it, you a certain kind of way. It's a very small window of you just being you. And so you got to be mindful of these things, meaning you can't let your addictions take y'all into, la la land. I'm always conscious. When I went to Texas, they don't smoke. And so they cool though, like, yo, you can step outside and smoke, but I'm still overly asking, like, yo, is it okay if I sit right here and smoke? But that's just how I am. Like, if you don't do what I do, I don't want you to feel no kind of way, because I know, you get it? I'm like that with other shit. I mean, if you go beyond smoking, and even if you a smoker, but I'm seeing like you be like all in the ciphers, we different. You get my point? You like a weed addict. Your nails is probably dirty and shit. My shit's be manicured, and you get it? I ain't dirty. Like, I ain't weeded out and dirtied out and all that weird shit. So I just try to keep everything on the up and up. Like I said, y'all have addictions, things y'all bound to. Slowly over time, you want to kind of get rid of them. Some of y'all addicted to the streets. Some of y'all addicted to people, this thing, that thing. You want to get to a place where you're dependent on self. And you can find your happiness, your peace, and everything straight through self. And this is a matter of controlling the mind and the path that thoughts go on. Right now, y'all are led by mind. Meaning people lead y'all on the external platform of things, meaning y'all hear people say things, their perspective of you, this, that. This leads and controls y'all. Then on the internal perspective, y'all past thoughts and future thoughts control y'all. They drag y'all all around the place within self. You get my point? You want to get to a place, where you're stable or in the balance, not reaching too far into the future with your thoughts. Y'all be thinking about tomorrow, it ain't come yet. You overly thinking about some hardship that you facing up the road, it ain't even come yet. Oh, we still good on the charge. Man, that's powerful. I should just do a 4-hour video for y'all, right? And just break down like 4 hours worth of shit, right? already know what y'all gonna I already know what y'all gonna say. Do it. Fuck out of here. Can I get some gift backs up in the joint? Maybe I will. It all depends. It all depends, Cat Daddy. I don't even need to ask for gift backs no more, but then y'all gonna let it get lost. The Solace just care about money. I don't know you, man. What the fuck are you talking about? When did it become cool to be a bum, giving yourself away for free? I don't even teach that, my nigga. Why would I want to do that? Like, I'm different than y'all. But I see now, when I was 19 years old, I was running a whole drug organization, 24 hours shit. And a lot of my friends and a lot of the people I know at 19, it was bums, depending on their parents. And so I see now, like, yeah, I was ahead of the curve. Motherfuckers is dependent. Y'all don't get it. Like, the mind got the shit deep. Try and grasp, though. Get the mind to a level. Be as dependent as you can't be, because whatever you're not dependent on, you will wait on somebody else for that. And so they elbow room and shit too. So you want to make sure you always advancing, maturing, and becoming more dependent. That's not to say I'm dependent to throw it in people's faces. It's for what I said. So you give people a little room. My mama used to buy my clothes. I matured to a level where I bought my own. Not so I could be like, yo, I buy my own clothes. I'd rather my mama buy my shit. I don't even see no glory in that. Buy my own. Who cares? It's better if she do it. But I do that so she not have so much burden. You get it? So when you get like 16, 17, maybe 15, you start buying your own shit. I don't know how it works in the daytime. When I was younger, 15, 16, 17, you start making your own little bit of money. You could buy your own little school clothes and clothes. Like that. You mature to that place and take a little bit off your mother. You get it? She could take some of that money and buy her some of the stuff that she been sacrificing all this time, keeping you up to par. And it goes the same with mine and anything you could think of. Whatever you dependent on, somebody on the upper end of that. And so be mindful. Now, if y'all have any questions, y'all know y'all can ask. I'm going to give y'all this one last jewel. And if y'all give back or something, then I'll stick around. Or if y'all ask a good question, that holds my attention. Knowledge, wisdom. Wisdom is its own personality, its own character. You get my point? Meaning wisdom is separate from people. A person can invoke wisdom or bring the character into self, so to say. Of course, the character is within self, but it's not evolved out. But just to make it simple, wisdom's its own character or its own personality, meaning it is how it is. So is the same with stupidity. Dumb. It's its own character, its own personality. When you're dealing with stupid, so the personality of stupid is like over. You may see somebody, they pretend like they wise, but you don't know they pretending. They just present themselves as a wise person. But they will have certain characteristics of the fool. Because the fool is a character. It has a personality. Once someone becomes a fool, they will have a certain character and personality. It's indistinguishable from anything you can fathom. You can be a fool and he can be a fool, and you guys will be the same personality-wise. Meaning y'all will have certain traits and characteristics that are just unavoidable. Where you like, damn, they like the same person. They both have invoked stupidity. Now you have wisdom at one end and stupidity at the other. I'm not talking about those that's somewhere in the middle. I'm talking about when you reach the pinnacles of wisdom. Somebody who has reached the pinnacles of wisdom. They will have a certain character or personality. And that character and personality is wisdom. Meaning however they were, is how they were. But when they reach the pinnacles of wisdom, they will be like the character wisdom. Look at wisdom as Thoth, that character. Whoever reaches the pinnacles of wisdom will be Thoth, and the characteristics that Thoth has, they will have in their attitude and personality. So it's the same with stupid. So on the other end are the fool. And so when you're dealing with the fool, it will present itself in costume, be overly humble. Y'all see people teaching in that way and presenting themselves like that. They're fools. They've reached the pinnacle of being a fool. They down to perspectives and what perspective they think people prefer to see them in. You get it? They have many binds of the mind. And so they present themselves in costumes. You know the fake teachers that wear costumes, they act extra nice for no reason. When you like, why you that? Why you so nice is fake on me? Like that. The fool gonna always present himself like that. If you need an example, if any of you guys were given an opportunity to present yourself as a wise person, I guarantee in mind you'd reach for some sort of costume to make yourself look different than you do now. So people view you different. And I guarantee you will all try and act extra nice so that whoever's watching will like you. Now you take that example I just gave you, knowing like, yeah, I probably would do that. Meaning if that is the reality and you knowing like, yeah, I probably would. I ain't really wise like that. I mean, I ain't take the time out to be wise. I'm just being given the opportunity. And so you're going to try to look different than you normally look. And so you're probably going to put on a costume or put on something different than you normally wear. You're going to try to be overly nice to compensate for the lack of wisdom. When you see that, you automatically know what you're looking at. Someone who reached the pinnacles of being a fool. A wise man gonna always look like himself. You get my point? You're dealing with the Far East. They wear turbans and they wear the shows and all of that. A wise man from the East wouldn't look like that. You get it? His mind wouldn't want to look like that. He'd look like however he'd look on a regular day. Nigga wear cowboy boots, that's what he gonna have on. Like that. His mind is free of y'all perspectives, almost back at baby stage, where he forgets to think of the perspective of others. In that, you get it? Y'all think about what people think about y'all because y'all have been judged and abused. And y'all judge and abuse others, and so in that y'all always conscious of how y'all think y'all look to others. Wise man shed all that, he wouldn't care. He freeing himself of all these things that y'all hold as something. And so like I said, the fool has a character. A wise man has a character too. I guess y'all will call it ego. Or no nonsense. However y'all see me is how wise is. Like, not ego. You get it? Meaning I still deal with y'all, so it ain't ego. I'm sure y'all grasp that. But just highly, like, you get, I don't know how to explain it. Y'all view me like highly. That's why y'all be like, he got ego. But y'all don't mean like I got an ego, like, like I want to belittle y'all. I look down on y'all. Y'all view me like he got an ego, like he think he all that. Not so much about y'all, more about me. Meaning that's what I get from it when y'all say I got ego. It kind of got more to do with me. Not so much how I deal with y'all, but me. So that's why I say y'all view me like highly. Anybody that reached the pinnacles of their wisdom, y'all gonna view them in that way. Even if they don't, even if they not like that, y'all gonna view them like that. They gonna be clean, meaning I'm clean. Y'all probably look at me like a spot. Look at my body. You get it? My nipples is all pink and red like a baby and shit. I'm like clean, even though I've been in the streets and I'm older. Like that. It's like y'all look at me like that. Like his body all clean and you get it? You know, light skinned pretty boy looking motherfucker. And I don't know how y'all view it, but y'all act like that. Like I'm higher. And so anybody that reached the pinnacles of their wisdom, y'all gonna view them that way. It's just a character of wisdom. Like, you get my point? And so when you on a path of wisdom, you want to remove your judging mind. That's why I say you gotta adjust your emotional state. You don't want to judge the person you're learning from. Why? Well, you can always find something you don't like. That's the easiest thing in life to do. You gotta know that. You can always find something not to like. Wisdom's the reverse of that. Starting with the self, though. So if I'm teaching a student and I'm noticing that they starting to judge me, then I just tell them, like, you can always find something that you don't like that's easy, that correlate with easy. Find things in me that you like. But before you do that, start with your own self. Because I know they don't like things about me because they got a bunch of shit about their own self they don't like. So they're trying to make it equal for them. And so I just tell them that. Write down 10 things about me that you like since you found one you don't. But before you even get to that, tell me 10 things you like about your own self. And then give me another 10 just for backup sake. Then get to the list about me. Now after they get through their first 10 about they self, so we should have fulfilled the purpose. Meaning they should get to a mind where they grasp, okay, I feel stupid now telling you what I don't like about you because like I've been sitting here thinking about all the things I like. It's like if I tell you, man, tell me everything you like, and you start naming stuff you like, and then I'm like, tell me something bad. You like, damn, you blowing my shit. I'm in the I'm in good spirits. Now you about to take me to bad spirits. You get it? Like that. Wisdom is about seeing the glory. You can pull for anything you don't like. You already been doing that. Wisdom's the reverse. You got to start adjusting the self, catching it for the self. You see you judging somebody, you know already that's internal. Be able to catch it and adjust, but it's all how you perceive it. Y'all don't perceive yourselves judging people for the realities that it is. It's no big deal to you. But if you looked at self in the condition you truly were in, knowing others knew it, meaning if y'all went to start the judging people and y'all knew everybody in the world would look at you and be like, man, you got internal judgment. You on fire inside. Now you spilling it over to that person, judging them. Y'all would never judge nobody. Y'all would think, as soon as it popped in y'all head, y'all be like, let me catch myself for somebody notice. If y'all was in environments where the moment you start speaking envious of somebody, and they catch it, they ain't gonna play with you on it no way. Y'all will watch y'all envy and how quick y'all are to compete in envious spirit. Y'all environments where these things is smiled upon, and so y'all judge and do as y'all do and slander and all of that because y'all don't view no repercussion or y'all don't view no one that's looking at y'all as, a low life. And so you have to, maintain self. The world's going to go down the drain and you're going to go with it. Unless you separate yourself from the world and start tending to the self. Like I said, y'all live in a time where slander, judgment, disrespecting people, lies, all types of things is just. Or y'all don't act like it's unjust. Y'all act like it's regular. And so y'all gonna go into that kind of emotional state and that kind of mind. Unless you catch the self and say, hold on, the world is going way, way left. I got to pull the other way. Because I'm gonna go down the drain like the rest of this shit. This is why the young rappers is dying and the old ones ain't so much. Because the older ones are more aware. They kind of pulling away from the shit. You get it? And the young ones is head first. Like that. They diving straight into the rap style life. They don't understand. The older ones been around. They kind of moving different. Like that. You can't find Jay-Z. He ain't at the late night club. But the young niggas is. Meaning they leave all the doors and windows open for them to become victim to the environment. The older ones, they've been around the block, so do you get my point? Like that. Gotta tend to the self. It's a deep thing, though. Try and grasp. Who wants this wand? It has deep magical powers. It's kind of heavy, but it's a deep thing. Who wants it? Did I mention it was real gold? It's real gold. I don't wear gold, but I hold it. 24 carats, you know? Who's mad? Now, hopefully y'all grasp. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, ask. Otherwise, I'm about to depart. I can, K Flame said, how long did it take you to design it? This nigga think I make one. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Can some of y'all snap out a movie? Yeah, some of y'all got to snap out a movie, man. I do what I do, man. I don't fucking make wands, bro. What I do is what I do. That's not to say I can't make a wand. I don't make wands. I have no desire to. Grass. He said, my bad, I just, he said, I assume, I don't know why. What's wrong with y'all brain? Like, this is insane in the daytime, man. Y'all think this is a movie, like. Some of y'all come in here, y'all think this is a movie, so then you become like a weirdo. Others of y'all got that same mind where you come like this is a movie, so you like, damn, Solace ain't measuring up to this movie character of this wise. Get it? Y'all bozoed out, my nigga. Either one side or the other. You either come in here overly weirded out where you looking at me like some bozo that live in a forest and is a weirdo or some shit that sit around making wands and whipping up spells. And I get pussy, my nigga. Like, that's like I tell y'all, man, I'm cooler than y'all and y'all. You know what I'm saying? If I pull up to your block right now, you gonna be a poop putt, my nigga. All the bitches gonna be jacking me. I'm gonna be talking that shit because just because I'm wise all around the board. So, you little shorty, you don't need to fuck with me. You need to fuck with me because I'm big who said, you know what I'm saying? Take your girlfriend, you have sex with your mother, something of this sort, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you're young, don't get on my nerves too much. I might have sex with your mother, you know, just to teach you a lesson. You know, don't play with me. Now, if you 40, 45-ish, you take what I said and you tell these young niggas that same shit. What playing with these kids out here? You get the mouthing off at me. Listen here, young boy. You better think about how much you love your mom and watch your mouth. She ain't had a man in a little while, my nigga. Big old shit. Gotta go get her. What you gonna do? Like, what can a young boy do? He pull up in the crib, you sitting there with his mama. She's like, I'm gonna introduce you to this nigga. Yo, daddy, yo, daddy now, blood. Don't play with me, big old shit. Little X laugh. Xavier Young, that's why he laughing like, oh, that's cold blooded. I'm old school. I don't argue with the young. I ain't really big on fighting and shooting, my nigga. I know how to deal with people. Have face style. You get to play with me too much, my nigga. I just raised the price on you. You feel me? It was paying 30 something. Now it's 50. Oh, you don't buy? Okay, cool. What you do? You got a mother? Okay, cool, nigga. We'll raise the price on you. Now I'm gonna go have sex with your mother. So if you young and you like, man, that nigga Solace is a bozo. Cool. Make sure I'm that after I have sex with your mother. Cause I'm gonna tell you like that. If I'm a bozo, your mama like me. You was there last night. I said I'll beat it down. Loud so you hear it. So you don't have no mistakes. Like, yeah, I smashed your mom's out. You heard her last night. You heard her last night, cowboy. You don't have to have no, like, where you like, damn, he was in the room with my mom's. I wonder if he hit it though. Yeah, I did. You heard her. I get the sloppy toppy too, so you hear that too. Bang on the wall, make sure you wet. Yeah, you in there, Junior? Say, where your daddy? I'm your daddy. No. I gotta stop bothering y'all. Y'all need this. Yeah, I do him like Jody Blood. I don't be playing. This shit go real. Outside of YouTube, I'm that cool old nigga on the block. You know, I made my rounds and shit. I'm the dude niggas be like, go ask cheese, man. You feel me? I need somebody to do. Just give you an example. You a young nigga, you hustling, but you don't know how to whip up your product. So you gonna ask all the OGs and your friends, but nobody in the ghetto know how, except for me. So they like, yo, go see this short man. Say, who the short man? Nigga cheese. You know voodoo. That mean I know how that glass pot work, like. And then it goes down for you. Might be something else. Like I say, like, go see cheese, man. Little nigga know everything. That's not cap. That's how I was in the past. Say, little nigga know something about everything. He weird. Go see him. Go see him. He look 5 years old, blood, but the nigga 40. Like, he a midget and shit, my nigga. Just look for a short midget, nigga. He look 7, but dude straight old. It's me at 19. I look 10. Like, say, go find a boss man. Ooh, that little kid, right? He me. Chill, blood. That's not a kid. Watch your mouth. Just go over there and talk to him. I guess it's still like that. Niggas will see me and be like, that's why Solace. That's the chief elder. The nigga look 23. Nigga look like a goofy fucking kid. That's him. I take my hat off, you see the grays. I put my little glasses on and it's like, oh shit, he is old as fuck. I change. Sometimes I look young, sometimes I look old. Having sex with young niggas' mothers, so I tend to look young. Old ladies like young dudes. So I shift back and forth. Meaning I have sex with the cougars, but they ain't cougars. They my age. I have sex with the young girls too, but I ain't a sugar daddy because they think I'm their age. So I just shift back and forth. When I want old vagina, like 40-ish, I just make myself look young. They think they catching a young whippersnapper. Like, oh girl, I still got it. I got this young nigga. Then I beat it down, show my ID. They be like, yeah, you don't got it. I'm old. You got it. Young niggas ain't checking for you. I'm an old nigga. I got you. And with the young chicks, they weird, so they don't care how old you is. Like, tell a young chick, I'm too young. I'm too old for you. I'm 40. He like, with that being, I do, yo, man. Yo, they all say the same shit. You gay 40-year-old niggas, man, you 20. What are you talking about? Older than her father and shit. She's trying to convince me she date old niggas. It's no biggie. Pull up for dinner, your pop's 36, I'm 40. How that's gonna work? How the fuck is that gonna work? I look her age, but I'm not. So it gets strange. Like, I'm older than her daddy. Some of y'all like that. I'm older than your mama and your pops. But I look younger than them. I look your age. So you can't really fathom, like, how would this work? If I grew up in your neighborhood, you would get it. Like, okay, I get it. You just that old young nigga from my block that everybody views as an old ass man, but he's just look young. Every neighborhood got a me. An old ass nigga that just look young, still smooth and shit. Stay out the way. That's how you stay alive, man. You stay out the way. You be smooth and cool from a distance. Lion shit. Get your own little space, do your thing. You'll be alright. Now, if y'all have any questions asked, there was something that I think I forgot to explain to you guys. Oh, I was going to explain to you guys how the cities are technological devices. Like how the inside of your TV looks just like a city. So if you pull up an image of city at night from Skyview, you put up aerial view of a city, and then pull up the inside of a television, then you will see like, oh, it looks exactly the same. Meaning a city from above looks just like the inside of a television. Like that. I was going to explain how the cities y'all live in are devices, not a maze. We passed that video. Hopefully y'all grasp when I explain that your city's grid line is fashioned after mice's maze. Now we done with the grid line of the city. We're speaking about the device that it is. A lot of y'all get lost like that. I thought you said it was a mice maze. Okay. It don't contradict what I'm talking about. It's not a contradiction of what I'm talking about. It's called not overloading the video. Teach you it's a mice maze and a device and everything that the city is all in one video. It'll take like 3-4 hours. By the looks of the gift, that's y'all ain't deserving of that. Peace, Chanel X. Did you go, love? I'm supposed to pull out. I was supposed to leave Friday, but I've been, been enjoying me. Been enjoying my own self. So hopefully I'll leave in the next couple of days. Go back to Dallas. Like I said, I was supposed to leave Friday. Staying on an RV in the middle of nowhere. Healing thing. I'm not sick though, but I enjoy these kind of things. Being out in the woods in the middle of the night. Pulling in the deep cosmic knowledge. I like to be outdoors at nighttime, but not in like a city. I say night because it's hot as hell. It's summertime, so that shit, that's hot. But from sunset forward, I like outdoors at sunset time. If I can be somewhere isolated, away from people, this is even better. Now, it can be a few people there that I choose, but that's heaven for me. Sunset time, sitting in a grassy plain. Shit, I guess you'd call that the field of reeds. That's heaven. It's weird. Well, my ideal of enjoying time is that. Like how the world looks when the sun is setting. Like in between. How grass smells and shit during that time. So that's what I enjoy. When you get wise, as you grow in wisdom and you become wise, we speak in real wisdom. You will find more enjoyment alone or in smaller crowds. The reason for that is because of this. The wiser you get, the more dependent or independent the mind becomes. Y'all always around people because on a mental and emotional level, y'all still dependent on people. You dependent on people to make you happy. You dependent on people to make you sad. Well, you're not dependent on that, but people still have power to make y'all sad. In that, y'all reach out for external help and feeling better. And you know, people are y'all energy, meaning we start off as feeders, so y'all feed on others' energy. Y'all use it to sustain yourselves, destroy yourselves, whatever the case may be. As you become wise, of course, you adjust your emotional state as you grow, as I told you. And so you begin to conquer the emotional state. In that, you don't need people as much as you did in the past. You will notice that about yourself. Your dependency on people will slowly wither away. In that, you will find more joy in yourself more than others. And that's because life has a balance, meaning the same way that you seek out people to make yourself feel better or make you feel sad, so people coming around you is that. They're either going to be around you draining you of your energy or adding to it. You get my point? Meaning people going to either make y'all hype the fuck up and take y'all out of character, or they going to drain y'all of y'all energy and have y'all all depressed and low. And so when you get to a place of wisdom, you're going to find yourself in the balance of that. Where you get it, the emotional state is stable. It's not needing to hang on to anybody else's, and it's not looking to be hung on to. And so you're going to just kind of be seeking out. I don't want to say seeking out, but you'll cling more to those that's, you get it, like the self. They one with the whole, but their own individual, in terms of they not dependent on others' emotional states in their mind, becoming a burden to the other thing, or vice versa. They stable. In that, they can find joy in anything. Meaning, I can sit by the riverside and enjoy myself alone. I can sit with people at the riverside, enjoy myself. I can go to a club. I can go here, there. It's all the same for me. Either I'm enjoying myself, and that's it. You get it? There's no bad times, like, where I have like, oh, I did this, it's bad, or I guess if I worked a job, then I'd have that. Like, I do my own work, my own things. I kind of try to teach y'all. Y'all gotta grow into y'all own. But I guess if I had that, then I'd have something to pull for. But being as though I kind of shed all things, I don't have nothing to be a burden to make me like angry about. I ain't got no job to piss me off or no nigga at work that's getting on my nerve. I don't have the burdens that y'all take on a day to day. So get wisdom, remove the burdens, the starts of it. Salam, shalom. You say you going back on Monday playing games, love. Y'all have any questions, ask. I'm about to depart. Wise Solace. If any of you guys want a wand, I have one for a woman. I never use it. It's like a woman from here to there, so it has titties and stuff. It's like pearl, but pink. Like a pearl pink. When I say pearl, I'm not speaking of the color. Like, it's like pearls. Like how pearls look. It's shiny like that, but it's pink. And the bottom is blue. Some white in it. All spring colors. Summer colors. High energy colors. You want me to explain to y'all what a wand is for? This shit go deep. I'm not going to explain. I'm not going to explain to y'all because y'all are ungrateful. But I'll answer y'all questions if y'all have any. Other than that, apply the wisdom from this video Meaning, before you walk a path of wisdom, make sure you get the emotional state together, cleanse the mind out. And so, whoever you're following or whatever teacher you have that's teaching you, hopefully they are really a wise mind. They know all the details to keep you, on point like you need to be. Like I said, a lot of y'all follow me and a bunch of other people, and you're lost in that space. And I don't know how you gonna get out of it. You get my point? If I was hands on with you, you wouldn't be in it. But so you fell into it. I don't know how you can get out of it. I just know as you're growing in mind, the emotional state stays where it is. And you have to make sure you grow it too, develop it too. If not, there's a distance between your wise mind and your emotional state that's still on whatever level it was on. And so, in between that distance is a great deal of space. Most people minds collapse into that, meaning the mind sinks into the space in between their low emotions. And this is when you can look at the path of wisdom beginning to go inward. Instead of them growing in mind, they start to cave in. They start to isolate, but everything is wrong. You see how I said when you become wise, you begin to enjoy yourself more? They don't enjoy themselves more alone. They just becoming nice. You get it? It's not good for them. Some of y'all be like, man, we live in hell. Y'all hell. Life is beautiful to me. I don't know what y'all taking out of when I explain this is hell, but I'm talking about y'all. Like, if life is hell, y'all make life what it is. Life in itself is beautiful. It's a good thing. Overall, y'all are good in y'all ways. Then y'all like to get influenced. So that's my perspective on life. Life is good. Everybody in life has potential to be a great thing. They may not use that potential. And so life be what it be. But overall, there's the self. If the self is in a heavenly state of mind and the self, you get it, is God-like, so life will be good. I don't have the fears y'all have. Y'all walk around, y'all be scared and shit. I don't have them problems. I'm God to y'all, my nigga. Y'all don't bother me. I pull up on the scene, nobody don't bother me. I'm like God to you niggas. Oh, that's Solace. So I feel like that when I'm outside. Like I'm an outsider to y'all, but not bad. I just get on y'all good behavior. Like I said, a lot of y'all think I'm like I got weird perspective. So y'all kind of like try to get a certain way if I pull up. But you don't have to. Live your life and enjoy your life. I'm not the warden. If you learning under me, I ain't your tyrant. I ain't got no rules for you. I just gonna tell you what you need to know. You can accompany me when I'm doing certain things. I mean, and that's all it is to be a student under me. I ain't gonna tell you but so much. But like, if I'm about to meditate, you can accompany me and learn. Of course, I'm gonna tell you center your mind. And say what's center in my mind. Don't let your mind wander into the future. Don't let your mind wander into the past. Don't think about yesterday, whoever got on your nerves yesterday, or any time before that. You get it? Don't think about nothing in the past. I don't care if it's 10 minutes ago. And don't let your mind wander on nothing in the future. I don't care if you're thinking about something 10 minutes from now that you want to do. Keep the mind central, where it's just present on the. And so I let you sit with me and learn to center your mind. That's how I would teach. I don't teach like, I don't know how y'all used to learning, but I don't teach however y'all learn. I teach like that by doing. Then you just sit and you do with me, and then you learn. And so now you sit in your eyes closed, you center in your mind. You might say, hey, Solace, my mind is centered. Now what do I do? but I can look at your face and I can tell if your mind is centered, because any distinct movement of the face is a matter of the mind. You get it? And so meditation go deep when you're dealing with masters. I could sit and look at you and tell you if your mind is blank or if you got the smallest piece of thought still in there. Because as long as you have any thought whatsoever there, your face gonna be tight in some area. You get it? And this is what common man don't realize. You get my point? Meaning I can tell if you in deep state meditation or got the mind centered just from looking at your face. Your eyebrow might be slightly up. Say, I'm there, Solace, but I know you aren't. Your eyebrow up. Your jaw might be slightly tight. I can tell because I said I'm a master at meditating, man. So you'll learn like that. Like, once you get the mind centered, then you should start to hear everything that's happening presently around you. You may start to hear the refrigerator making noise, and you're going to start to hear things you weren't aware of before you got to that state. This is when, you get it? You will either control or you will let the meditation take control. Meaning, the same way your senses open up, and now you can hear the refrigerator making noise and the stove making noises and stuff that you wasn't paying attention to before, and how that kind of opened up or cleared for you, other aspects within self will clear up. And so, let's say you meditating on something deep. You're like, I want the answer to this thing. How was the pyramids built? So, like that. Center the mind, get it clear. When you get it clear, where you start to hear and you're just aware of the moment, then you put the thought in the center place. What is the pyramid? And let it go. And let the meditation guide the mind. You get my point? Is this making sense? If you somebody that's in the meditations, I'm giving you a jewel. I'll just save it for whoever wants to be a student. But you're learning that way. How to meditate. Step by step. Till you fulfill the goal, whatever that may be. And you will, but it works in that way. If I'm teaching you mental healing, so we go through the different emotional states, and I tell you what substance they produce within you. And you learn these emotional states, and so you get it. You have your chart at first, and when you feel angry, you can resort to your chart. Say, oh, I'm manifesting mucus in me. Let me sit and change my thought, transcend the thought. You know, alchemy, turning lead into gold. Transcend the thought in that moment and hold it. Heal self of what you were about to do to self. It's like when y'all argue with y'all girlfriends or boyfriends, then after y'all argue, y'all throat be scratchy. Sometimes you feel like, damn, I feel like I'm about to catch a cold off this motherfucker. You're not a good argument with your girl. You're like, damn, I feel like I'm getting sick. Like that. Your emotional state going to determine if you well or not. Not pharmaceuticals and not plants. You know, plant medicine. None of these things will heal y'all. The mind is going to determine if you're healthy or sick. And it starts with understanding your thoughts and what emotions they manifest. And what substances the emotions manifest within y'all. When y'all get sad, then y'all start to cry out salty water and thick snot pus looking stuff out y'all nose. That's coming from within. You're producing that from being sad. Meaning you can kill yourself from being sad for too long. Overflood the self with mucus. You can argue yourself to death. You can heal yourself by understanding positive emotions and how to hold them central. And how to make the mind central and hold them there. Heal the self out. Every physical sickness has an emotional vibration that is attached to, kind of holding its frequency. And so if you can find the emotional vibration That's the root. You can cut out whatever illness a person has. Let's say you got diabetes or something. It's attached to an emotional vibration, meaning you have a bad emotion, uh, a reoccurring emotion that you go through. You get it? Let's say a woman been cheated on by her husband before, and ever so often she gets that reoccurring bad feeling towards him. They ain't together no more, nothing like that. She moved on with her life. It just keep popping the hell up. Like that. Y'all went through certain things, negative things. Y'all hold it. Y'all remember it. On the other end of these things is physical illnesses that y'all suffer with, but y'all don't view them as having anything to do with each other. You went through some shit at 8. Now you suffering from this physical sickness. And you still think about that thing that happened to you when you was 8 sometimes. Not every day, but ever so often it popped back in. That negative vibration right there. You know it's still alive within you because it pops up sometime. That is the root of the illness. Now y'all have a bunch of those. And so most people have a bunch of physical illnesses. More than one at least. Starts there. If they can remove the negative vibration, the past trauma, they'll see the sickness that they physically suffer with just disappear. They be amazed, like, how the hell I don't have diabetes no more? You never had diabetes, you had emotional problems. And so in that, your emotions is manifesting substance and mixing and merging with the substance already within you. If you have a sugar blood problem, you've got an emotional problem, it's interfering with your blood. Y'all tears are salty. That part. Meaning you can be overly salty. You can be overly sugary. But this all got to do with your emotional state. And so that's what mental healing is. Learning your different emotional states and the substance it manifests within. Because on the back end of these emotional vibrations, you got sicknesses. And so some of y'all have childhood traumas and y'all have physical illnesses that y'all suffer with. These two things, they're merged. One being the root, the other being the flower. So you can waste your life trying to fix your physical sickness, or you can grasp what I'm saying and chop down the root. You'll be done with it for good. And so, like I always tell y'all, I have no illnesses. I'm as healthy as a 9-year-old boy. You almost look like one. But it's a matter of keep my vibrations together. Mental healing ain't a one-day thing. Every day you tend to the self. Same way you wash your ass, wash your face, brush your teeth. Sit and tend to self for a few minutes out the day. Keep the vibrations where they need to be. And so you live in a certain way. You get it? I live a certain lifestyle. And that's what keeps my mind fresh like it is. And that's what keeps me, in shape and healthy. Other than that, I know what it's like, when your ribs is hurting and shit, and you're getting tired fast. And you ain't even fat. You like, I ain't even fat. Eating wrong, like eating too much. Not eating in no order. You get it? So like 10, 11 years ago, my ribs used to be hurting. I used to be eating lamb all the time. You get my point? Like that. Just not living in a certain kind of way. I waking up 5 in the morning serving dope heads. Then I just eat last night's dinner, my nigga. You get it? Just living any kind of way. And so it messes up your body, meaning them negative vibrations. Then of course I'm walking around with angers and pains that's old. I want to be tough, so that tough is my vibration. You get it? Them gangsters in the street, they want to be angry. It makes their face look tough. They don't realize they making themselves sick and manifest in jail for themselves, but they just screw the face up. It's the swag, and you get it? I'm on those kind of vibrations, just making myself sick. I ain't getting no physical illnesses from it, but you can feel the coming there. When you like, damn, my ribs hurt. Yeah, my neck hurting and shit. You start to get stressed out. Like, your body feels stressed and be down. So, I healed myself of that shit. That ain't healthy. Like I said, it starts with past traumas. We have traumatic vibrations. They're the roots of the physical illnesses. They slowly evolving into that. So you want to make sure whatever you go through, you kind of leave it there. Otherwise, you carrying sickness with you. And it's going to evolve into something physical in 3 hours. Shalom, shalom, God. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and got something out of it. Shalom, shalom. Big said.